start with.
Dom's gonna get us banned in the first 30 seconds.
I don't even know what type of. How much did you waste on that?
Not much. What is it, 42?
Oh,
Metal. Only 25. Limited to 25.
Okay, who cares?
I don't care.
Yeah, but I'm saying is like.
I like the cover.
What do
That's
you
the only reason
start
you
off
buy
with?
those. If you don't like the cover, there's nothing else in it.
Yeah. What even was that? I don't even know what it
I
is.
didn't even open it. Didn't even open it.
So you don't even know what you bought. You just fucking
But
threw
listen, I bought the cover.
$40
And I got
$40
I have Dark Talon's cover coming soon too. So
Yeah, I get it, but you don't even know what the fuck it is. You bought something. You just said, I don't even know what
That's
this
the
is.
cover, man. For the cover, I don't care. It's something I like.
Put
But
it
you don't
up
know what
in
it
your-
is.
Put it up in the bedroom. Just post it up in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Giggles bet.
Giggles would love that.
No, Giggles
He's like, what are you putting there? What's that?
I think it's like if you can do that, you don't even know what the comic is. You buy it for just the cover. Which I admitted there's cover buys out there, but
Yeah.
still, like I know what the comic is. Like, why not just buy it as a poster or something?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm kind of asking.
Like I was gonna open it, but I didn't want to ruin it. I just want to leave
Road
it.
One, it's fucking metal.
Yeah.
One of those.
Metal.
What is it? I forget what they call them. Displates or like the metal plate things that are like
On
posters.
top. Yeah.
What?
That's right.
All right.
Nah,
But what's it? So what's inside? No, who made it?
on his Bird City.
Oh, well, what book is it?
What's the comic?
I don't know what the comic is. I just see the cover. I swear.
Right.
I didn't open it.
I'll Google this thing
Okay.
for us.
You know what? Let me see. Yeah, Google it. I don't want to open it.
So you don't even know what you saw, and you wasted $42 on it. Well, I mean, that's
I think it was
pretty
$42.
shitty. I can't remember the last time they made something good.
Put it in a frame and put it on the wall. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Listen. You got that? They also had the regular. They had a regular cover, and then they had the foil cover, which I should have bought the foil cover too.
No, you shouldn't have bought anything from them. You guys stop getting.
You got the
scammed,
metal. Why would
Tom.
you get the foil? They got me like almost
I don't
identical.
know.
Well, the Dark Talon. I wanted all the covers for Dark Talon.
How do you
Oh,
live
they're
in New
different
York and not just like get every fucking street hustler to take all your? They probably do. I just imagine Dom walking to work and every street hustler catches him. He gets like suckered into every damn thing.
Instead of Rolexes, they
No, I
have
don't-
trench coats
listen,
full of
listen.
exclusive cover comics.
Yeah, I roll hard in the streets, man. I don't fucking stop for none of that
No,
shit.
that's not true,
It is
dude.
true.
There's a sucker.
Yo,
for
I'm New York tough, baby.
There's
They
like,
don't even-
dude, you
they don't
not
even
after you just told us you paid $42 for that or shit.
No,
you're
because
not.
I
They
like.
don't even tell you on the website what comic it is.
You don't even know what it is.
They
It's a
don't even
comic.
tell you on the
Art book.
website what
What?
comic it
You
is.
got
Art
caught.
book.
Oh my gosh, you got ripped off.
It's gonna be blank pages.
You got so ripped off, bro.
I don't care. I got
Maybe it's maybe it's an art book.
It's a Carrie Fisher tribute.
What is that?
Oh, it's
Actually-
probably one of those fame.
Actually,
it's probably
it's a-
one of those
it's-
fame
it's a
things.
comic book.
Is it fame? Or
There's
whatever?
there's words in it. Yeah.
What
don't
comic is it?
What comic is it?
It's about Carrie Fisher. Yeah.
Who?
It's
What?
probably one of those
That's
fame
not a
books.
comic book.
Bro, yeah. Hey, right here. Yep. Damn, bro. All right, let's say hi.
Give a shit,
I'm
man.
sorry, Dom. Wasn't going down that route. I just hit. Yeah.
Listen.
What?
Like I really don't care if it's a comic or not a comic. I wanted it because I like the cover. That's it. I don't give a shit.
I
You
will
don't give a
say the
shit.
talent is at least
Yeah.
like not
Hey, he gets separated from his money real easily. So
Not
I mean,
awful. So
Hey. Listen, Leah, when she's in her freaking goddamn slave outfit, I'll buy.
That's not even a thing. All right. What's up? What's up, Ruben? New Star Wars. Only Dark
somehow
Side
Ruben's
movie.
gonna buy it too, just because of you. And
Oh,
you're gonna
yeah,
waste
Ruben.
Ruben's
No,
money.
No, Ruben won't do that. He's smarter than that. High thumbs up. He
He's
actually
smarter
probably
than
nice.
that. He buys every
Heavy
fucking
Dark Side
goddamn
other
thing, man.
I
What are you
don't-
talking
I
about?
don't-
Yeah, he buys a lot of
You've
stuff.
already bought it.
My pet rock Vader. Come on, man. Really?
Yeah, well, that's he buys a lot of licensed stuff. Like, that's not licensed. That's,
I just wanted it because of the cover. That's all I wanted it for. I don't
You
care
Carrie
about anything
Fisher?
else, man.
It's a miracle of finding enough Star Wars content to talk about faithfully every week. Hey, we got it today too.
Yep, we got
Happy
it.
Father's Day, everybody. Okay, good. And yeah, he got taken. Hey, what's going on? I mean, he's not mad. He knows he gets taken. He just
I'm not taking. Listen, I know where my money goes. I bought that book. I knew I wanted it, so I wanted. Listen, you don't get taken when you want something, and you know what. If you're getting something,
Man knows what he wants, so that's what he buys.
Now you got to work extra just for
He
that.
just had no clue what he bought, though. We asked him what he bought. He couldn't tell us, so he could not tell us. Oh my god!
You knew it was something.
Yeah, he knew it was something. It was metal. They told him it was only 25.
Shiny.
I don't believe-
Doesn't even tell you.
I don't believe that bullshit.
I've seen it in cards before. Sometimes,
Dude,
people
I
buy
don't
it 'cause it's
believe
shiny
that
and
bullshit. I don't care. That sounds like dog shit. They're gonna be trying to pump that on their.
For one thing, though, let's give him a bit of a break, and let's not act like he's the only person that ever buys a comic just for the cover.
Oh no! True. Hey, shit. I mean, I buy comics for covers too. Yeah, I mean that's the truth, but not like that. Like, I get it. To use the force in it. Thank you very much, Christina. All right, hey, we've got some stuff this week to go through. Dom actually got us toys this week, which is nice. Thank you, Dom.
Hasbro had a freaking live stream, new figures.
Nice. We've got some comics to cover, some interesting stuff, because a favorite title is coming back. And actually, I'm telling you, I kind of looked at some of the pre-sales on one of the covers for the book, because I thought, damn, this thing's pretty good. And I don't usually typically look at pre-sales, but I just wondered what it was, because the 1 in 25 is the same as 100. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But looked like pre-sales was doing pretty good on both better on the 1 in 25 for some reason. So we'll ask you what you guys think about that. Also, JJ is going to talk about con stuff, going to cons and picking up stuff that you have to get, kind of continuing that series of what me and Playseeker already did our versions of. And then what else do we have, boys? Don't we have something
Just
else?
news and toys, and just we got some game to play, right?
Yeah, Wookiee Fanatic is taking over.
Oh yeah! Shout out Wookiee Fanatic, because the game that's everybody's loving. Guess what the price is, or whatever. What the hell do we call this game?
I don't know that we really have a name for it. I just call it
Cool.
Guess the Collectables.
Well, at least we're lazy about it.
Just literally a lazy description of what it is.
Yep. So, fan of the show, Wookiee Fanatic, decided to throw his hat into the ring, and he gave us a list this week, so we will play his game.
Anybody else wants to do that? We're always happy. So
yeah, go ahead. Put in content.
Be as proactive as he was. Not only did he give a suggestion, but he actually did a whole slideshow. Like, if you all could do that every time, it'd be fine.
Yeah. Shout out him. You know,
and it's not a book report. That's what you get if I do it. So if you don't want book reports, do it yourself.
Okay. Anyways, let's start off with news. Let's change it back up. I want to do news because I think news will be funny this week. Because Dom already started going off on a tangent.
I'm going to set Dom off a couple times. Sorry, I'm just giving you a warning.
My stomach.
Tom knows what's coming though, so it's all right. But first off, I thought this was kind of cool. Of course, it's in the UK, which is not anywhere near us. But this week, they had a showing of the original first print, Star Wars New Hope from 1977. It had been lost for decades. Somehow they found it, and Kennedy went over there and called this recovery of it a miracle.
Returns.
So, I mean, how much would the very first film of A New Hope go for? The only one.
Millions, probably.
It'd be millions, easy millions. So, I mean, I think that's cool. I think it's great that they found it. I hope they put it somewhere safe and somebody from the UK didn't steal it. Knowing the UK, they
sounds like it's all right.
It's going
to be up on hell. Who found it and showed it?
It's going to be up on Heritage or whatever the UK version of it is, and it's going to go for, I don't know, hundreds of millions of dollars because some UK person stole it, because that's what they do.
Oh my god!
This was in the news about a couple of weeks ago that they were screening the original version. It was out already, but it kind of like popped up. So the original version is out there.
I think I'm gonna I think sooner or later, I don't know, maybe when kids get like UK, you got about 5 more years, because I think in about 5 more years I'm gonna have a little bit more time on my hands, and I'm coming for you, because I'm gonna come out there and figure out you heathen tea drinking fools. Not our fans, obviously. Our fans out there are great. Shout out all the people that are gonna watch us. You're picking this up now. This is 12 hours after we shot it. Appreciate you. What I'm saying is, your brethren out there somehow, your banger and mash eating clowns that keep stealing our Star Wars stuff, I'm coming for you. So I'm giving you a warning. Just like they told you they were going to throw the tea, you didn't listen to them. dump the tea in the middle of the lake. I'm coming for you. I'm taking all our Star Wars stuff back. I'm going into all of your attics. I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go when there's a World Cup. When's the next World Cup?
In Europe? Who knows when it's going to be in Europe?
No, it doesn't matter. Just England, because England, they're all drunk.
Next year.
Yeah, next year. So next year I'm coming out there.
It's in the United States, though.
It may be not in the United States because of everything's going on. Who knows?
That's all right. Let it be in the United States, because all those drunk English folk will come down here and get hammered and shit and to leave their houses. I'm gonna go in there, B&E the entire country of fucking England and check out every attic till we get all of our Star Wars stuff back. Because this is bullshit, dude. I'm sick of this stuff happening. We need to get our shit back.
So anyway, I think it's cool that they found the original one.
I don't like beans.
This thing in a vault.
I'm not eating their fucking shit food either. I'm packing stuff in a bag.
You know what they should do is take this 8mm or whatever and go like whatever the British Walmart is, make a bunch of like DVD copies from the 8mm, and then give them to the people that are like outside Dom's house, and they can sell them on the street there in New York. And then you'll start to get all these copies distributed of like the original first print of Star Wars.
That's what they should, yeah. Like old school, like old school, like you used to do the tape, like the dubbing of the tape, but now instead you dub it off onto CDs. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway, that was the coolest.
Hold on though. Can I ask you a question? How does Disney not just go like, thank you for finding this, like it's ours? Like they have copyrights to this type of stuff, right? So like at some point, don't they just go like, wait a minute, you stole this, right?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Who knows? You have to prove it was stolen.
Yeah.
Well, you dude, whoever's got this can't prove that they fucking
Lucas.
They don't own the rights to shit.
Lucas could have lost it in a drunken poker game for all we know.
Well, they do it for like do it for art and stuff.
Make T-shirts.
Like
somehow the original cut
recovered
returns.
from war and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, JJ. They do. Yeah, they do the provenance on it. Right. Well, it's when the provenance goes, let us see the receipt for this fucking thing. The UK people ain't got receipts for shit.
It could be like some, camera grip from 1977 had this copy in there.
Okay, I get it, but like, here's what you're not gonna do. I get the fact that you're not gonna go after like a blaster that was stolen or something like that, like some part of like, like a prop. Like you're not gonna go. But this seems a little bit different. This is the fucking movie, right?
You got Lucas who built an entire Star Wars museum to his own property or whatever.
You don't think that's
how is this recovery even a
Skywalker
miracle? Like, how is there not already a copy of this just stashed somewhere in like his own vault?
You don't think Obi-Wan Ranch, the guy who has all the collectibles, has the original cut?
No.
Come on.
The original cut, maybe, but this is the original first print.
Yeah, what I'm saying
is the original cut. The first
this
print
is the only original cut that there is. Tom.
There's one first. This is called the first print. The first one.
The first print, but it's the original cut, the original version of Star Wars.
Other people might have the original version, but the only one has the first print.
All right. But the original when Han shot first, that's the one that everybody wants.
No. Yeah, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand. When they originally went through made it, so when they say cut, they actually would take film and slice it together. And then they eventually make a whole 8mm film, and then that gets copied, and they make duplicates and send it out, right? This is the first one. So some motherfucker stole this. There's Waysinger. I don't even understand your fucking bullshit. Why you trying to defend these fucking UK people? Because
they love me the most. All my fans on this show are from the UK because I drink tea.
Waysinger, first off, you're bullshit. Number two, this is bullshit. What I'm telling you is it's one thing when you're trying to get the 600 blaster that they use for some fucking stormtrooper. Yeah, you're not going to chase down all that shit. But grab some fucking sacks over there. Yeah, Catherine Kennedy and the rest of you fucking clones. Go grab a sack, sue the shit out of these UK fuckers till you fucking steal their goddamn castles, right? Just pour tea all over their ass and get our Star Wars stuff back. This thing here is a travesty that they've stolen this and haven't gotten it back. This is easy to prove that nobody gave this for a gift or whatever, right? Like $10,000, not going to quite make it, right? A $10,000 prop.
Somebody had this in their collection from George Lucas when George Lucas.
Somebody looted this. Somebody
Who
looted
knows?
this.
Who knows?
I know somebody looted this.
Well, then you know
Because
what?
we have covered before how little fucking Lucas did with
Back
Star
to
Wars
rumor,
stuff.
We're already playing it.
If anything, if someone stole this and did that, Kathleen Kennedy and all the watchdogs would be going after this. They're
No, his
crazy.
ex-wife. Huh?
How do you prove that they like? I mean, like, how do
can't
you
prove
not
that,
like?
Dom? You can't
Yeah,
prove it.
like, how do you prove they
Unless you,
stole
like,
it?
Unless you put like a report out like 20 years ago that was stolen. And
No,
then they-
hold
Yeah.
on. You can hold on. You can do this. They can say we have the rights to this because it's our property. We've never sold it. Okay, and then these people would have to prove the provenance. And
But
if
they bought the rights to like the
They didn't buy
IP
this.
rights.
This
They
is
didn't
not
buy
part
the
of the
rights to
deal.
the actual things that were made. And
well, this would be the
Luke-
masters,
Lucas-
wouldn't
case,
it?
Lucas would be
every
the only
bit
one
of
that can go after
memorabilia
it.
before that would be.
Would it
Disney's
be the same as
property.
having the master? I would assume this would be the same as having masters, because somebody could reproduce this.
Well, yeah, but you could. Well, theoretically, you can reproduce any kind of film.
Fair enough.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, you
Hey,
can
how
do
much?
what I
How
said.
much you want to bet, Dom? You know what happened, right? His ex-wife, who did the final edits on this movie, 100% stole this fucker, and probably
You know what?
looted
That could
it out.
possibly be.
That's
That's
absolutely
right. They got divorced, and she
100%.
took this. She
She
owned
just
it.
took
She
the
took
shit.
it.
She just took the shit and was like, "I'm out."
Exactly,
this.
and he didn't care.
She's over there banging C-3PO, and then C-3PO took this and a bunch of other shit, and he had it all in his fucking attic.
Well, listen,
And then-
that's
And then
that's
Wookiee
why
got then Wookiee got it.
Move on to
Wookiee
the
got
next
his
story,
piece in
probably.
there too.
that's why no content was made for all those years until the Phantom Menace.
GB and everybody.
Because of the divorce, the nasty divorce. So she got this in the divorce. Yeah, his ex-wife.
She
There you
didn't
go.
get this in divorce. She just started
She just
looting
took it.
shit.
But she took it,
Yeah, she just started
and he
looting
said,
shit.
you know what? Fuck it, because
You think hell no? If George Lucas knew this was
no, are you
someplace.
kidding me? He tweaked this
thought
so
he
many
was
damn
just-
times for his real
He
vision.
would- nah,
didn't
he
care.
wasn't.
Ruben buys it. He says you make sense for once.
Thank you. That what I'm saying is like, there's no way Luke. This is a shit on to Lucas because there's no way Lucas would let this go because Lucas doesn't let his shit go. Like he
Doesn't let it go. But the fact is that he tweaked it. He didn't like the original
he
cut.
probably did because he probably
He
like
would get
he was
rid of
probably
it.
looking for this
Special
shit.
missions, man. Come on.
He was too busy digitally editing extra.
Yeah, exactly.
feedback,
So
you know?
the latest cut has a porg in it. Come on, man. Get out of here.
He was probably like, damn, dude. Now this makes sense why he keeps digitally editing stuff because he knows that she took it and she was banging half the cast and just leaving all this shit around. So he's like, well, I don't have it anymore. I got to change it.
Do you guys think Lucas is a big physical media guy? Like, I feel like he's not. I feel like he loves.
No,
everything
I think he's a
digital.
petty motherfucker and he wants everything to be his. That's what I think he is. Don't you? Come on, dude. All you got to do is listen to that Kenner deal. Follow that Kenner deal one fucking time and tell me Lucas ain't a petty motherfucker.
Regardless of the fact
Hey,
that-
I'm not faulting him.
So
I'm
you're
not
telling me
faulting him.
my thumbnail was accurate.
Yo, what about George Lucas throwing the guy out when he's talking about Mara Jade? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, come on, Dom.
What are you talking? I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Anyway, let's go on.
There's a video.
All right. Adria Arjona came out this week and said she almost secured playing another major
Ray.
Star Wars character in
Ray.
the movies.
Ray.
Who do you think she played? I don't think it's Ray.
It was Ray. 33 years old. She's the same age as Ray.
I don't think it's
Wait,
Ray.
did she? First off,
Ray.
before we start guessing, did she actually say who it was?
She didn't say who.
You
She
said
hasn't said who.
Ray.
Well,
Not
that
Kira.
depends on how she defines major,
I
then.
think it's Kira.
No, it wasn't Kira. It was Ray. Because Ray
You're
at the
so
point
shitting
was
about something we have
33
no idea about.
Dude, you think about it. Kira's older. She was young. By the time when Solo came out, she was 21.
You
Now
just
she's
hate Ray
22.
so much that you're trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know it was a big joke. That's what I'm
She
just going to
does.
say.
Wait, what if you guys are wrong? It makes sense if she almost played Ursay or
it could be Jen.
Ursa, yeah.
Jyn
Erso?
Erso in the
Jyn
first
Erso?
movie. Yeah, that would make
Jyn?
perfect sense, and that's why they used her in the second one.
It could be.
That's
Yeah.
exactly who she's probably hinting at. Why would you
Well,
think
like I said,
anything but
it all
that?
kind of depends on actors define major roles in different ways, so it kind of depends on what major. how much
Eventually,
weight
I think
you're
you
pulling
have,
on that
like-
part
It's
of
going to
it.
come out eventually.
You have Kira, you have Jen, you have Ray. There's only a few.
That's what you have. You have Kira, Ray, and Jen Erso. That's the only characters that you
What
could
if she
have-
was going to play us Tano?
Mom Mothra.
Okay.
Yeah, she can play Ahsoka, but I would be weird. She would.
Could also be-
It would be weird.
Sabine.
I mean, why couldn't it be Shin Hati or?
It could be.
Oh, she could have been Shinhade.
Is she going to be Shinhani?
Dom likes that
It's
idea.
already
Oh my
came,
God.
it's already
I
came
can
out
get a picture
before
of Shinhani. Thank you very much for saying
It's
that.
already came out before Shinhade, dude.
Wow, you bastards.
But she has the same vibes as or so, and
Well, you say it already came out before that, but they were
the casting might not have been.
the casting. Yeah, it happens years before the thing comes out. So
yeah, but both were around the same time. But this casting for her in the first one.
But Rogue One was how old was Jen Erso as when she was
I don't know how old the actress was.
I don't
Dude,
know how
fucking,
old.
who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter.
Think about it. She was 21.
It was
So
like some dude said today, some guy named Perry or something played some character on a Friend, and he
the
was
actors
50,
don't have to match the age.
and
of the character,
the characters on Friend were only like supposed to be in their 20s or something. Same thing with like that Luke Perry guy that played 90210.
It's like the running
60.
joke of 21 Jump
Hey,
Street.
Henry Winkler was 35 years old, hanging out with
High
kids in
school.
Happy
I
Days.
mean, they did a prequel series of Andor when he got 5 years older and nobody cared. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it was Jin. I think
she was great for this role, but be interesting to see her in something else. But
No,
here's what it is. All right, here we go, Dom. Tamir Morrison came out and asked Dave and John, "Where is my Book of Boba Fett 2?" That was his question.
The garbage
He
bag
also
is what it
said
was.
he has come out and said he wants to be Rex and he wants his helmet off in Ahsoka season 2. But he did tease that Dave and Whisper had shared rumor or whispers, whatever whispers are. There are whispers floating around there about Boba Fett's future. All right,
He's
Dom,
dead.
take it over. What does this make sense of this?
Well, the whole fact is that, with all the TV shows that actually had a second season, besides the Acolyte, something like that, to redeem look, the Book of Boba Fett, okay, aside, there's a lot of people who like the Book of Boba Fett.
who?
A lot of people out there
Who?
that, not us. I know, not us.
Oh, name one person.
There was people, the younger generation that actually watched it. Because I know a lot of people who
No,
actually liked it.
no,
Yes.
nobody.
Well, anyway,
The younger generation loved that
well,
old
listen,
Boba
all
Fett.
I know is
Boba
that
Fett? No.
he needs a redemption to put him back on the map. You need to make him friggin' badass again. Make season 2. You got the
You need to
underworld.
forget him.
You have everything handed to you. You got the Mace Windu.
Stop.
The revenge against Mace
Hold
Windu.
on. You know,
Hold
hey,
on.
I'm gonna hold on. I listened to you, but let me give you this one real quickly. You know what the biggest problem with Boba Fett was? Tamir Morrison should not play.
Besides
Right.
the Scooby
You
Doo
know what?
biker
Listen,
gang.
I understand. Look, right now he's Boba Fett right now.
No, he's
Any-
not.
look,
He's
anybody-
Boba Fett.
Dude, he lost weight. He's trimmed down.
He moves
what?
worse than me. I got 2 bad hips, 3 bad
But
knees.
he is the template for all the clones. What the hell do you want? That's him.
Can you imagine the audacity of somebody saying, "Where's my Book of Boba Fett?"
And listen,
Yeah, I don't really believe this story. Like, at least that's
He said it. That was a quote from him.
he actually a quote from
quote.
him.
Well, I know, but that doesn't mean I believe what he said to them.
Ruben.
He walked up to him and said, "Hey, where's my Book of Boba Fett season 2?"
And by the way, that
He's
younger
not a serious
generation,
man.
by the way, I think Dom forgets stuff. That younger generation, this is a troll. People are trolling that audience there. And number 2, I think Dom forgets that younger generation was appalled that Boba Fett took his helmet off. Do you remember that?
I know.
That's what the younger generation thought about Book of Boba Fett.
But you know what? He had his helmet off in freaking Clone Wars cartoon.
Bro, I'm not debating that.
No,
I'm telling you, you said the younger generation loves it. You forget the younger generation lost
There
their
are people
shit.
out there that actually
He
like
took
it.
his fucking
People I
helmet
know said they liked it. I didn't like it.
Oh.
Oh, why didn't you like it? Because he wasn't fucking John Wick. That's the way I wanted him to be badass. Plain and simple. You could take the helmet off, but badass. That's all you need to be. You want to redeem the character? Badass.
Dave and John. Dave and John had whispers because they didn't want to tell him to his face that there is no Boba Fett's not coming back.
He's coming
like,
back.
we're thinking about it or whatever.
Listen,
because they didn't want
Hey,
to tell
Wookie, we're
him
going to use your thing today.
that there is no Boba Fett.
He is a number 1 seller in toys. He outsells almost all the stuff in Star Wars.
I think the way you fix
That's
this
the problem.
is you give them both what they want. Like, I don't want him back as Boba Fett. He can be old man Rex if he wants. I don't care about that. Like,
Yeah.
I think he probably actually fits that probably pretty well.
Yeah,
Give him a gray
I'd
beard,
see. Yeah,
make him
that's
old man Rex.
Mhm.
And then at the same time, you want to make Boba Fett cool again. Give us young Boba Fett. Use Tamir Morrison's voice if you want to, but give me
don't
a
even use
cool
his voice.
guy in a suit like Mandalorian. Give me a younger Boba Fett of that era. Make him like a John Wick. Make him cool. Don't
You
give
could
me
call it the
old
Book of Boba
man,
Fett
slow,
season 2
fat
also.
Boba
It could be
Fett.
prequel. No, I agree.
It's gonna be
JJ,
an animation if they did that. But you could see
No,
Boba
you
Fett.
don't have to do an animation. You can do it live action. It's just
I
You
agree
could
with
see Boba Fett
JJ.
show up in the mall show somewhere as young.
Go
It's
get
a different
somebody-
guy in a suit. It's not that big.
Yeah,
a
go get
deal.
somebody that roughly looks like him-ish. You know what I mean? Or make it look kind of like a younger version of him-ish. And yeah, put him in a suit.
Yeah.
Don't have him take
Make
the
it
mask
before
off much.
Empire, so he's not like in a Sarlacc pit.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
The
And that
actual-
would be perfect. And then you could do that. And then if that hits, you can bring him back again as senior fat, and he'll be like 90 at the time
Yeah.
too. And then you can
the
do
time
prequel.
period that he's in, the Mandalorian time period, takes place 6 years after Return of the Jedi. He's 40 years old.
9
He's
years.
not old.
after. 9
He's
years.
old. That's basically his age.
Yeah, but the problem is the actor is like 65 years old.
Yeah, I know. But that was the reason why that was done. They didn't want somebody younger to be teaming up with Fennec
Well,
Shand.
that's fine, but now
They
you
wanted
can't,
they wanted somebody older that can
you
be at
can't
the
put
same
the
age as
genie.
her.
You
Which
can't put the
makes
genie
no
back
sense,
in the
but-
bottle, though, Dom. You can't have a Book of Boba Fett
Yeah,
season
here-
2 where he's now a slimmed down 25.
Here's the problem: the way Fennec Shand moved and everything she did, she looked 30 years younger than Tamir Morrison. I know he's a good guy. I hate to say this, but sometimes,
And you know she's only like 5 years younger than he is.
I know,
yeah,
like
but that's what I'm saying.
61.
She looked and felt like 30 years younger. Her acting ability and everything was well. Unfortunately, too, like he's not that great of a fucking actor. So like her acting ability shined compared to his. I'm just saying, like, Dom, I know you have the hopes. I know you like the guy, but at one point you got to put the dog down
Well,
because you just
I know.
don't. You don't want to see him limping out there and whimpering the whole time.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I 100 agree. I agree 100% with
The
you guys.
magazine of Boba Fett.
When it comes down to the situation, it's just that there's so much opportunity. The underworld. That's where Boba Fett belongs. He's a goddamn dynamo, a freaking goddamn Tatooine. He's a mob boss. How do you not do anything with that character that's a mob boss now, a so-called mob boss on Tatooine?
They didn't do anything
Because
like
mob bosses don't do shit.
So
Mob
we
bosses
learned from
don't-
season 1 that being a Daimo mob
Hold on.
boss on
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Dom,
not that
hold
exciting.
on.
Listen,
Hold
who he could
on.
be? You know what you could make Boba Fett? The Grief Karga. He could be the freaking goddamn the leader of the freaking bounty
That'd
hunter
be
guild.
fine.
But you said you wanted him to be John
But you
Wick.
said you wanted to be
Yeah, and
John
he still
Wick
be John
action
Wick. Kick
badass.
ass.
No, that's
No.
not. That's not
You
what
can't
you
do
just.
that.
It's not. No.
No, listen, because if that was me, I'll be John Wick and freaking leading the way, baby. That's all.
And you got to have him in his helmet. You got to put somebody else in there because you can
Yeah.
never show his face.
Exactly. Give me that.
It can't be
Give me-
Tamara Morrison
give me
playing
Mando.
that person ever again.
Give me Mando. What Mando does. The helmet
You know-
stays on. I want that.
The only way that would work, Dom, is if you had like made it like a book of Boba Fett, or it was like Boba Fett and like you ever watch Billy the Kid? What was it? Young Guns, the
Yeah,
Western
Young
Young
Guns.
Guns,
Yeah.
right? Where it's basically Emilio Estevez doing his best like old man impersonation as a narrator the whole time.
Yeah.
But showing his younger years.
Yeah.
Like, you could do that for Boba Fett and like have like an old man Tamara Morrison like
That'd be
narrating
cool as
to
shit.
someone,
Yeah.
and then like all the actual footage you're seeing is younger Boba Fett like in the suit in his
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I'm cool with that. But it ain't happening.
Did
None of
Dom
the
just
time.
say
It's over. The
Has
only
Dom, hey,
Boba
Dom,
Fett-
have you ever seen The Godfather before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
One of my
Are you
favorite movies of
suggesting
all time.
Robert De Niro is
Look,
No, I'm just saying like when
I know.
The Godfather was doing like all that stuff, like he wasn't when he was old, he wasn't out there in the streets. He was sitting behind a desk. I'm gonna one day get a hold of you and tell you that I need a favor. Like that shit is not like that's not John Wick, dude. Like
I
so
know.
the Daimo.
But listen, Star Wars compared to The Godfather are two different things. You could have
You
a,
just did it. We didn't do it.
the
It's
point to
fantasy.
go.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, moving on. The only Boba Fett you're going to get, Dom, and anytime in your time soon is this. You want Boba Fett? You get Boba Fett taking flying lessons in a short video released this week on Star Wars Kids. I hope you watch this 100 times to get your Boba
I
Fett
love
fill.
Lego Boba
Because
Fett.
this is all you're getting. Right there, there's little Boba Fett. He looks
And
so
Django,
cool.
Django smack him on the back of the
He
head.
looks like Kylo Ren. That's what they turned Boba Fett into. Little Kylo Ren. Did you watch this, Dom?
No, I didn't see it. Actually, I didn't know this was on. Did not know it was on. Did not know. This is the first time knowing this.
There you go. Yep. They're getting chased by Obi-Wan.
boy.
So go ahead and watch your Star Wars Kids on YouTube for your Boba Fett fill because that's
Who does the
what
voice?
you get.
Who does the voice of
I didn't even look.
Is it Daniel Logan?
I don't care. You
Jesus,
can look it
who
up.
cares?
Well, he's got to sound like a kid though. Isn't Daniel
Yeah.
Logan's like 20? mid-20s now, isn't he? Probably.
No, he's on his 30s.
Wow,
Yeah.
even worse.
Even worse. It's not. Anyway, there you go, Dom. You got your both.
Hold on. Okay, guys, can I ask you a question? Do you think Dom's obsession?
Every time we're about to move on, Marco stops to that.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out. I don't know why I'm even trying to do this because I know I'm just going to pound my head against the fucking ground. But do you think Dom's obsession with Boba Fett, maybe, and like the bringing him back, is that he is literally like stood in hours to get signatures of like?
I think it's because he's old. I think it's because he's old.
I don't think so. I think
I get it.
He wants this like
no. But I don't think. But that's it. But when we say bring back somebody younger or newer to play it, he's like, no, Tamir Morrison, like John Wick. And it's like,
you know what? Look, all kidding aside, yes, I would just put Boba Fett on the fucking screen. That's all I ask. That's it. Put him on the screen. Make a freaking movie. Make a fucking TV show. Whatever. Just make.
I don't think it's true because you just asked if this was one of the voice actors or the kid.
Oh, I just asked for Daniel Logan because you know why? Because I go for the autographs. I got the autographs over there. If it is,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That is. Thank you for proving my point. All right, move along. Hurry up. Wait a second.
I'm trying to figure out who this kid is, but I can't.
No, move along. Move along. He already admitted that he doesn't actually give a shit. He just knows he's waiting line for stuff.
All right. JJ feels redeemed on this one, as I've been poo-pooing the ratings for Andor for quite a while. Andor hit the top of the charts during the final week, so it does.
That's a big win for Disney right there. A big win.
Even beat up Bluey.
Bluey, take him out.
Yeah,
Bluey's a monster, bro. He killed
that.
The
chart is full of
that is huge for Disney. That gives Disney actual second looks on things about doing shows now and getting top writers to do shows now. This is something that they're going to look at now. Guaranteed. You have to.
I still don't think the ratings are that good. Let's be clear. You're talking about 2 hours worth of time and 20 more episodes.
I know, but Andor is fucking the best.
But it's still a win. Yeah. But let's not oversell it, Dom.
Dude, it's just do you see this though? Do you see that great. Disney? Remember Disney and Hulu? They're dead. They didn't know what they're gonna do. Look at the fucking list.
Yeah, they're top of the chart with both.
They got it all. Yeah.
They have everything.
They got it all. They've got everything.
Yeah.
Wait till Alien comes out. When Alien comes out, you're gonna have Alien, Hulu, fucking all that shit.
For Disney, it's not even finishing number one at the time, or it's not the ratings. It's beating out your competition.
Yeah.
Or streaming, it's beating out Netflix.
What is known us?
HBO, it's beating out. That's what they really care about.
I don't know.
Unknown is it's like a grandma. It's like
Nonas, like Nonas and Papas.
Yeah.
So anyway,
what the fuck? Who put out something called? Who the fuck came up with a show called Nonas?
Netflix
is going.
No,
that's the other thing. Netflix is like international, so some of that is international shows that you see. Because there's a big international audience in the U.S. for.
If you notice, there's no WWE on the screens for Monday Night Raw.
And Last of Us also fell.
Yeah, Last of Us is struggling.
Last of Us season 2 bombed.
It's struggling. But that's the only other really new show, right? Maybe
no fucking way. What? Yeah. It's Vince Vaughn and a bunch of grandmas who cook in a thing.
Restaurant, yeah. Vince Vaughn.
Well, how do you say now when I asked you what the fuck it was about and you said you didn't know?
No, I just said now it comes back to that.
He said he didn't know.
I said I didn't
but then he just told us what it was. As soon as I started telling us what it was. The fuck.
Anyway. Good for Andor. This is good. Hey, we all agree it's good.
I'm telling you, this opens the door.
I don't think it opens the door for anything.
I think it does.
I think it keeps the door open.
It's a window.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're missing the point. You guys did not listen to what I was starting to say, and JJ finished it off. I was saying, look at the list. Look at what Disney and Hulu have on there, and then JJ finished it off. As long as they keep knocking down the people, they're going to keep producing this shit. They really want this to be. Do you see where it starts saying Grey's Anatomy, Hulu, Netflix? That's like the residuals. Criminal Minds. They want to get that Max shit right off of there and move all the rest of the Nonos thing. They want that shit down, and they'll be happy. They'll keep producing different quality content across all genres of Hulu and Disney if they take over the list. That's what they care about. So I think both of you are wrong and both of you are right, Wayseeker and Dom. Right, JJ?
Seems that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, for fuck's
I think
sake.
this was the news that people were really excited about this week. Kennedy came out this week and she put a call to filmmakers to pitch more standalone Star Wars stories that do not connect to anything that we have seen before. So she wants more standalone films in Star Wars. She thinks it's time for us to get some of the more creative ideas out there. And
They're never going to
it
do
made
that.
it seem like she wanted a movie a year.
Never.
And she wanted a lot more standalones.
Never.
That just
only-
embraced creativity.
This was what she said last time, and then they went away from it, and now she's going back to it.
But before it was
that's
still
exactly-
standalones that
Dom's
were
exactly
connected
right.
to the Star Wars story. It was still Lando. It's still Rogue One. These are all basically connected to what we already saw.
It does not
Well-
matter. It does not matter. Once again, you guys, people, you're actually thinking that she is the only decision maker there, and no matter what she says, that's going to happen. There is no way, no fucking way that everybody over at Disney is going to just go, oh, KK said she wants this, and we're going to do this. There's no way they're not going to put lightsabers or have some link to the Star Wars saga. There's no way they're going to do it.
To be fair, she's just talking pitches, though. She's not talking. They're
Right.
going to greenlight a bunch of
Pitches.
stuff. Yeah,
Well,
she's
look-
Right, but they're
pitches,
always
which
going to
don't-
have something
which
that
doesn't
links
cost
back.
them anything.
You
No,
can get
fair,
away
fair.
from the Skywalker saga with standalones doing different timepieces. And look, James Mangold's
You
gonna be happy,
could, but they're not going to let. No matter what she says, they're not going to let that happen.
but the lightsabers will be in it. They can make stories with a Jedi.
I'm not just saying lightsabers. You got to have a Skywalker connection. Like they
No, I
have
don't
to have.
think you do. I really don't think so.
I don't
I
think you do either. No, hold on. You're
I think
misunderstanding
she
what
is
I'm saying.
wanting to push Star Wars away from that as much as she can in her final years.
They are not going to let that happen. She's not the only decision maker there, and
I get that you're right about that.
And I'm telling you, they will never. Star Wars as a property will never let
I don't
that
know
happen.
I don't know if Starfighter's going to have any of that stuff in it. I don't know.
Will they have force sensitive for that? Well, we'll talk about that.
They'll have
later.
fucking X-wings. They'll have Y. They'll have
Yeah.
stuff from
They'll
Star.
have that, but
They'll
I don't
probably
know if
have
they
like
have
Mon Mothma, or they'll have somebody who relates to
They
it.
can't. How
Somehow.
old the Paul Miles are going to be? It's like
Yeah,
Well, whatever.
She
What I'm
got
saying is
it.
like they'll have something.
Well,
They'll have
that's
something that
if it
relates
has
to it.
like if it has like X-wings or an appearance by Mon Mothma, that's just setting it in the same universe. That's not necessarily like saying it's connected to everything.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not the same as, like,
here's
fixing it
here's
in
one.
Skywalker.
Here's
Crew
one.
had very little.
Okay, here's one that was. Here's the one
It
that
had a
was different.
lightsaber. You're right. Skeleton Crew had a lightsaber.
Skeleton Crew. Yeah, I mean,
It had,
and like,
a lightsaber. It had very little.
right.
I think it's going to be along those lines. Where
But they.
people are
What I'm saying is like they didn't even need to put a lightsaber in there.
To what we've seen before.
Yeah,
I think
Max
it's good.
Rebo comes back.
I think this is what we wanted.
This is what
Like I said,
it is. What
I
we
think they
wanted,
should-
but I'm fucking telling you, you're full of shit. This isn't happening.
Well,
not happening.
probably not. But it's just at this point, it's just pitches. But so most of, but
Yeah, fair.
Dom's opening statement to a degree is correct. Like this is also a little bit what they said years ago, and then they pulled all that stuff back. You know, this is Rogue Squadron. This is like, this is like
Star Wars, a solo story.
yeah.
But again, that's
like,
still main-
This is the three
No,
solo
that's mainstream.
stories. It's the underworld.
That's still the
kind of
main thing. They had a Lando. Everything was connected at least. This is, I think, they're trying to even push it a little further.
Listen,
Yeah,
if
because
you-
that Rogue Squadron was like directly linked to the.
But like Rogue One, for instance, was not really connected.
look, you could
I mean,
have
it is
Rogue
what it
One
is.
definitely got connected. It had
I'm
to
stealing the plans to the fucking Death Star.
But,
What
like,
the
I'm
fuck?
saying,
That is the worst thing you've
how
ever
are you
said, JJ.
interpreting the word connected? Like you're not
Well,
putting
No,
like
that's the way connected means.
listen, you
it's
could
a
do
side
shows.
story though, right?
could do-
That's what they're saying. That's why they added a Star Wars story to it. It's a
You could
side
do
story.
a
It's
show.
not part of the main story. I think that's.
I
what they're saying here.
understand that, but it's connected. It's connected.
Well,
to
it's
me.
connected, but
It's-
she's not saying it can't be connected to anything.
It does. It
She's
says
saying
that do not
side
have to
stories.
connect.
Yeah, she's
And
saying
what we
side
see
stories.
before. Look, they could do movies, you get new characters outside the Star Wars side. Listen, you could look. You don't know, like New Hope taking place, and you deal with Luke, Han, Leia, Vader. That. What about on the other side of the galaxy when that's happening? You could have other stuff that is not. It's connected, but it's not connected to the main overall thing.
You are not going to sell that to. They
I
are
mean,
too scared.
Mandalorian, right? Mandalorian
I know, but
is loosely connected to everything else. But
this is what you want.
Yeah, until you have to grow
They had Luke fucking Skywalker show up in that bitch. They had their second character. Hold on, time out. The main character is a fucking Boba Fett ripoff, and the second main character is a Yoda fucking ripoff. You can't. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And Luke Skywalker showed the fuck up.
What she's saying,
but look, this is what you wanted. You wanted brand new characters outside the Skywalker saga.
I do. Yes, I agree. I'm telling you, they're not. This is a troll for Wayseeker because they're not going to let this shit happen.
This is the thing. They need to have good writers do these stories if it's going to work, because you can't just like, oh, let's have this this girl do this thing, blah, 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 and then next thing you have some bullshit. You need some good storytelling. That's what they need to do. Have the best writers out there to start doing some different movies. That's the best thing they could possibly do. And look, I'm all for that. But then again, I sit back and I say, yeah, let's see what happens, because they said it before. And we'll see.
Well, they said they were having one-off stories that connected to the Star Wars universe. Yeah. Now she's saying she doesn't want them to. Once again, I'm telling you, they will never have stories that do not connect to the Star Wars universe. They just will not do that. They won't do it. Well, like if their biggest shot, they could have Vision. That's not the same. You're taking a little bit of. That's like saying
it's not even canon. It's not connected.
That's like you're saying Freemakers. That's what you're saying there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
They're making more of it.
And look, I actually.
They're not going to put out. But hold on, too. I think
I get it though. You're saying live action projects.
Yeah. Well, hold on. I think the guy that just pulled the mat and dipped off after he laid this bomb down here, like he just called somebody the gimp. I think he's kind of being a little facetious here too, because it didn't say. It said standalone stories, which would add into what you said. It didn't say standalone films, and he used the word filmmaker and tried to flip that on us. So there is a possibility that we. Huh?
Well, it does say it says calls for filmmakers, but yeah.
It's movies.
Not movies. It says stories, not movies, buddy.
But she said movies. It went to the
fact that filmmaking. What do filmmakers make? They don't make movies.
Well, they make different time periods. Anything that
comes out on film.
It comes out on film. So
TV shows, fucking shorts. I don't fucking know.
I mean, my point is not like novels or comics. Is not what you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for this. I hope it goes forward. Hope people take her up on it and pitch some good stories.
I don't know. We'll see that.
All right, you should be thanking Dave for this one, because Bryce Dallas Howard, she said she's been calling again and again for Mace Windu's return. That's what series that she wants to be in charge of. But every time she brings it up to Dave, Dave's not interested. So she blames Dave for the reason that this isn't happening.
Good.
For once, I compliment Filoni on his very unusual. Not wanting to come back to life.
I think. Hold on now. I think I disagree. I think if we do have a character that's old that can come back and do it, it's Mace Windu, not fucking Boba Fett.
Well, Boba Fett should be hunting Mace Windu down. That should be a connection right there. Because Mace Windu killed fucking Django.
Buddy cop movie with old
man. Okay, so now he just fucked it up because you can't have Samuel L. Jackson in that storyline.
Listen, that storyline has to look. How cool would it be? Freaking Boba Fett's doing he's doing a bounty, this and that, and he gets word. The guy's like, listen, I have one of the biggest bounties you possibly can imagine. The person who killed your dad, he's alive.
This sounds lame. I know you're trying to do it like it's dramatization, but your presentation's terrible. Number two, that's not good.
Was there a whole?
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, buddy, let me tell you something. I have a bounty for it. Remember? A guy cut your dad's head. Like, no.
Listen, I'm just putting it out there that it'd be cool that in his freaking bounty, the guy's like, listen, he goes, you let me live, I can give you whereabouts on the person that you've been looking for all your life. That would be cool, man. That would be fucking cool.
No, that would be fucking horrible. If that's how it comes out. Now, if all of a sudden he's doing
something. We talked about like standalone stories, and you're like, yeah. And then you're like, oh, that's what I want.
A pitch for a
Mace Windu to come back and fight against Boba Fett.
Hold on. Let me fix Dom's pitch. Let me fix Dom's it'd be cool pitch. If they do young Mace and young Boba, which you guys have suggested, and in the part of him bounty hunting, he all of a sudden is going to bounty hunt somebody, and Mace is out there trying to get that person also, and that's how they cross paths. I think there's potential there for a cool storyline. But no, going to, hey, let me go and I will tell you, like Mace Windu's a fucking on the goddamn board. He ain't hard to find. He's in the streets. He's not like that's the biggest shit.
He's in fucking hiding because of Order 66. He's gone. He's hiding for the longest time.
I don't care how old Mace Windu is. Mace Windu would kill Boba Fett in like 4 seconds. Like it wouldn't even be a fight, too. Like it wouldn't be
hold on. Well, you're thinking like this is the wildest shit ever. We know from a comic page now, Mace Windu was a Force ghost, which means he died in that window. So what I'm asking you is, you think that fucking Boba Fett post Mace Windu getting thrown, like you don't want to see like 15-year-old, 18-year-old angst Boba Fett go after him? You want to see 25-year-old Boba Fett lose his head to Mace Windu, who's a Force ghost?
The whole fact is that if he's alive all these years, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe within the years, the span of Boba Fett bounty hunting, he did come across in the 19 years of between Revenge of the Sith to New Hope. He found Mace Windu like 5 years before New Hope. And
New Hope? Mace Windu been dead for a bunch of years.
I don't think he is dead. They're saying he's not.
I mean,
who said they're not?
The novel that we read opened the door for him to be hanging out in the Spider-Land forever and ever. And the Spiders.
I hear that, but there's a comic book that came out and showed a bunch of Force ghosts, and guess who one of the fucking Force ghosts were? This dude. He was a Force ghost in canon.
Yeah, but look how far. 30 years. It's a freaking Force. The Rise of Skywalker. So that you got that time period where he could have been still alive before he died. You don't know, man.
Nobody wants it though, Dom. Nobody wants it. Dave is right. Dave is right. I'm gonna say something I don't say.
Dwayne, I think hold on. I think there is. I don't think Dave's right on this. I think there is a time period, and yes, you could do. Like I said, they run across each other or something to that effect, and he gets stressed out in his mind. I have no problem with that, but it better be a young fucking like.
No, Bryce Dallas Howard wants a return. She also wants Samuel Jackson to play the character. Samuel can't play that character now in a young.
Well, I'm not saying she's making the right move on that. Like, because what are we gonna have? Boba? It's gonna be Boba Fett versus Mace Old. Like, I mean, like, dude,
with
Mace.
one arm.
Yeah, Dave is right on this one.
With one arm,
Dave.
yeah.
Don't let Bryce Dallas Howard get Mace Windu.
Yeah, but
he's on an island with Tupac and Elvis.
If his toys aren't in it, that's why he says no.
What?
I don't know what that was about.
I don't. Yeah, right. No, but I no, Dom, I agree. Yeah, no, Dom's right. If it's not a character he created, he says no. Yeah, and number two, why the fuck does he have the right to say no to Mace Windu and the story? Hold on, bring that back. And Bryce Howard actually has some W's. Why does he have?
This is what we don't want.
Well,
hold on though. Why the fuck?
We don't want Mace Windu to come back from the dead. We want people to stay dead.
Slow down. That's not what I'm asking. No, yeah, well, that's not what I'm asking. Why the fuck does Dave have any? I mean, this isn't like it's a brand new somebody trying to put something out here. This is somebody who's an accredited, somebody who has done well, somebody who has got high rated on what she's done already, somebody who we've seen being able to produce and write stuff, and it's come out pretty good, has a track record already. I might add, one may argue a better track record in live action than fucking Dave. How is it Dave's fucking business to tell her she can't do this?
It's not that great.
I'll feel
it's better than Dave's. Dave's live action is a
fucking. JJ,
this one.
I like
because everything you're crediting to her right now in Star Wars has taken place on a show that Dave greenlit and ran.
No, he did green. He did. You're right, but it's her stuff that's the best of it. So like she's got.
Hey, what's up?
I'm not butting. I'm not butting. I'm saying that. And she helped old Opie out.
Why she needs permission. That's why she needs his permission. She works.
No. What I'm saying is to do stuff on fucking The Mandalorian, not to do stuff in live action.
He greenlit The Mandalorian. He is a creator of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, I get that, but this isn't The Mandalorian. This is Mace Windu and Boba Fett.
Yeah, we don't want Mace Windu to come back from the dead. She wants to work with Samuel Jackson.
Hey, listen, I don't. What I don't want. Hold on. What I don't want more than that. Like, yeah, I think this is gonna be a fucking train wreck. But what I don't want is little Dave getting the shots on whom gets to make products or not.
Already happening.
Dude, that's his job.
You can't get rid of his job. He's doing his job well here. So give him proper.
No, he's not. He is not doing his job well. Any decision he makes is like Resistance. Fucking horrible, dude.
Well, listen, you know what?
Fucking horrible.
Wait, Seeker. You can take that hat and turn it sideways and shove it up your rectum. Because I'm going to tell you this. You don't want it. I tell you what. I don't want. Okay, old man.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day too. Old man freaking Mace Windu. Old man Boba Fett. It doesn't have to be that way. What happens is that you could actually have Mace Windu telling the story on how Boba Fett found them later on.
Oh,
Because
you keep going back to these retelling of stories from when they're younger. Like,
he's not going to kill him.
Just cast new people.
He's not going to kill him.
Bring him back. We don't need Grandpa with a book reading a story.
Wait, what? Hey, wait. What if we had Mace Windu? Yes, what if we had Mace Windu doing the Young Guns thing with Emilio Estevez?
Yeah.
Then we can do it that way. Then we can fucking do that. Fuck you. Bring him back in some form. Let's get this going and stop letting Dave make decisions. Nobody likes Resistance.
All right. Starfighter was announced by Kennedy to begin filming, of course, in the UK. So we're going to get all that stuff again in September.
Is this guy seriously fucking in a Star Wars show?
Yep.
This dude.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You saw him.
In? What was ever good? What was ever good that he's been in?
He's been a lot of things.
Stuff.
He was
I
Ken.
didn't ask you what he's been in. I asked you what was good.
Ken in the Barbie movie.
That was not Barbie. Okay, if
Blade
you're fucking
Runner?
selling me on the Barbie show as why he'd be
He
good in
was also
fucking
in
Star
the
Wars.
new version of
Hey,
Blade
you
Runner.
take that helmet back there, turn that fucker sideways, shine it up twice, and then stick it up your candy ass. Because no, I don't want fucking Barbie in Star Wars. Okay, let's try the next one.
Barbie
What
in
was he
Star
good
Wars.
that proved that he'll be good in Star
He's an
Wars?
actor.
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner.
That Blade Runner was dog shit.
Dude, it doesn't matter what I say because you're just
No, it
considering
doesn't.
bad.
It doesn't matter. He's just on it today.
Yeah, no, that was dog. That dude, I fell asleep twice during that fucking Blade
I'm
Runner.
going against
JJ, JJ,
I don't
come
know
on.
why.
Hold on, Racing, stop talking. JJ, you
No,
can't be
you're
doing
wrong.
this because
You don't even know who
JJ
Ryan
said
Gosling
before.
is.
Hold on, JJ said before that Blade Runner sucks, and now he's saying Blade Runner. I go, you know that thing sucks. Oh well, fuck. Oh, come on, get out of here. No.
All right, listen. You know what?
Yeah, I didn't even
Listen.
say that.
Regardless of the fact that who he plays, he's a good actor.
Star Wars, the
He's getting
fucking
fucked.
musical. Yeah, that's what he's fucking gonna turn it into.
He's gonna
Ironically,
be-
one of my favorite movies with him is like his probably least critical success, but The Nice Guys with him and Russell Crowe is
Yeah.
hilarious. I like that
Oh,
movie.
actually, yeah, he was good in that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
fair
he's in
enough.
the Fall Guy, the new Fall Guy movie that came out.
All that was pretty good.
I didn't see that.
So Dom had a crazy theory.
Well, the
About
theory
this movie.
is that look. So apparently, rumor, allegedly, rumor, not fact, but rumor. His nephew is Force sensitive, and Mia Goth, who got the freaking signed on, she's playing the villain. And apparently, allegedly, alleged rumor, not fact, not real, that she apparently will be Darth Talon. That is the rumor out from the webs. So it is a rumor,
From the weebs.
not real.
Did you
Yeah,
say
the
from the
movie called
weebs?
Starfighter about people.
Yeah, it's going to be about Darth Talon.
Wait,
Darth
what?
Talon.
Dom, hold on. Why would you? That's not even a fucking thing. You know what it's about. They already told us kind of what it was about. It's going to be in space with
It's-
starfighters.
Yes. Also, he's Force sensitive. The nephew. He's protecting.
Lightsabers and Darth Talon.
Well,
You're
apparently,
saying the guy is protecting him.
apparently, he's trying to bring his Force-sensitive nephew to raise new freaking Jedi school, and Darth Talon is going to be the villain. That is the rumor as of right now.
What's Darth? No, that's what the fuck. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What kind of dumb shit is that? It's not even a rumor. That's just
So wait,
people
so I
fucking
guess that's
just.
not Darth Talon in the Maul series then.
Yeah, I guess it's not Darth.
Why? Why can't it be? Why can't it be?
Well, is she gonna be 100 years old?
Freaking Twi'leks can live long. What are you talking about?
Based on
It
what?
could-
What
I
tells
mean,
you Twilight
To be
can live
fair,
long?
we said that the Twi'lek in Maul could be Talon's grandma or something like that. So
Yeah, it could be her.
Who said that?
I
JJ,
didn't
The
say that.
fuck.
Hey, listen, she's a child in Maul, and she gets older, and she goes into hiding, and she comes back.
Please,
That-
why do I
that's
fucking
villain.
do
That
this?
could be the villain
Why?
of Fight Ray down the road.
Why do I do this? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Like, what are we talking about?
And I tell you what, regardless of the fact that
Dom, 100% you can say rumor, but you're fucking selling this because you believe it. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense that Dark Talon would be in a Starfighter fucking
Mikey's not wrong about this one.
What are you talking about? She could be friggin' in hiding. The Sith went into hiding. She comes back. Fucking Star Wars. It's make-believe, Marco. Make-believe.
100-year-old.
It's a fairy tale, Marco. It is not.
Marco's gonna get up and quit in the middle of a show for the first time ever.
So Dark Talon and Dark Talon's grandma is gonna be in a fucking movie way before this shit took place before this, and then Dark Talon, the Dark Talon is gonna show up after Dark Talon's grandma fucking shows up.
There is no Dark Talon grandmother. Apparently, if that's Dark Talon in the Maul series, that's going to be Dark Talon in Starfighter, and that is going to be the villain. So
anyway,
wait. So Starfighter is no longer going to be about starfighters that are flying around the galaxy and doing stuff. It's going to now be Dark Talon chasing fucking Barbie.
And Ruben's right, because she was just born in a starfighter. That's why it's called Starfighter. So, we've got this figured out.
Stupid as shit. So fucking stupid.
Star Wars is so fucking stupid. What are you talking about? It's a story, dude. What's so wrong?
It's not a story. That isn't. A story has to have a beginning, a middle, an end. At one point, there's a climax. There's a bunch of stuff.
So the connection to Dark Talon goes now.
Oh man,
her origins in
we got a new segment that we're working on. There's going to be just about this coming up. So I'm working on
this
it.
Show crashes out.
It's going to be great.
Story.
I don't know. It'd be great. I don't think I can handle this shit anymore, guys. Jesus.
All right. Moving on. Phase 3
and then
final book.
Baby. Thank you. Hey, Mighty Mike's writing fucking better stories in our chat than what we're
stupid? You call that stupid? You don't think the High Republic's fucking stupid? Come on, man.
No, High Republic's great.
Flying no names.
It's way better than Talon in a Starfighter movie. All right.
Skywalker. It would be Wookiee Palpatine.
Final novel comes out on Tuesday. Trials of the Jedi. And I put there the final Phase 3, not final High Republic novel. What do you want to see?
What is the final one?
I want to see it end. I want to see it end. That's what I want to see. It's a waste of paper, a waste of time. End.
So it's written by Charles Sills, so it's not going to end.
No, I think it will. I think it'll be ending.
No, he doesn't end shit.
No.
What I'd like to see is what I really would like to see is I'd like to see the Lost 20 bit. I'd like to see everything go away. I'd like to see what happened to Marchand Rowe. Where is he? I don't mind if the Nameless go back. The Nameless are just weird now. They've really turned the Jedi aren't even fucking scared of him anymore, which doesn't even make any sense. I don't know if you guys have been reading any of this stuff, but they're oh yeah, hey, don't be scared of the Nameless anymore. Okay, I'm not gonna be scared of him anymore. They're
bring back the Drengir. I take the Drengir back.
Do not bring back the Drengir.
No, down. You've never read any of these books.
I did read the stories, not the novels, but I did read the one novel up there. I have, but whatever. I don't know. There were some cool characters, and I do like his character. But
I'm excited for this book. Soul.
That's because you like to do fucking book reports.
Soul's been a good writer for Star Wars.
You know what I'd love to see? I like to see Ava Chris' head get fucking chopped off.
I think Marco's voting for closure.
I think I want closure too, but not everybody's going to die.
I want to see how Marchand Rose to the dark side become a Sith. That's what I want.
Marchand Rose's story is going to end. That's what I want.
No, I really want to see Chris. I want to see her die.
I want to see Ava Chris turn the Sith and wind up joining Marchand Rose. I want to see that.
I don't want to see that. Of all the things I don't want to see.
I think the only person that I kind of hope that they leave an open window up for is Roe. I hope they somehow he goes off into off space or something like that. So they give him a better option.
Closure on is Roe's thing. There has to be some connective tissue here that we just haven't gotten at all. And for him to wrap it all in one novel, I don't think it's going to happen at all. I think
he doesn't. But that's not what he does. He always leaves
closure. I think.
How about Marchand Rowe getting picked up by the frigging goddamn Yuzhan Vong and instead of having Doc Crate story from the comics, have him become Doc Crate.
No,
dude, how crazy would it be if this is why I want to see. I want to see Nub show up with Chris, and all of a sudden there's a superpower nameless, and they don't realize it, and then they end up killing each other, stabbing each other because they think it's bad guys, and then something like Martian Rowe fucking takes off, and the nameless die.
I mean, the nameless are going to go back to Planet X. That's going to happen.
Mini Nels, Mini Nels.
The nameless will get back to their home. I think Martian Rowe will die. That's what I think, and I want to see. I want to see the end of Martian Rowe. He's been great.
I want to see.
But it's time for him to end.
I want to see him friggin' do the ultimate master plan before.
You don't read any of this stuff.
But I like the character.
How do you know?
You like the character from the first 5 minutes, but his character.
Hold on. Hey, fuck that. Don't. They haven't done shit with Martian Rowe since the first 5 minutes. So if he read the first 5 minutes, it's the same fucking character. They haven't done shit else for him. They haven't done shit else. So hey, hold on. Wait, see, if you want to give him shit, that's fine. But I've read everything. He's not far off. If he missed it, and ask Wookie too, as Wookie says, big disappointment. C is fucking being gracious on this horse shit. They haven't done fuck all with Martian Rowe. Fuck all with him.
They haven't done
so they have. It just hasn't been good. They've kind of ruined his character.
No, JJ said it too. 3 out of 4 people on this panel said they haven't done fuck all with almost anybody. You're the only one who somehow missed. You're fucking Dom of fucking rumors now with High Republic. You're doing this shit.
He tried to find an end game by going back to Coruscant, pretending he had the blight, but he didn't have the.
No. You're doing the. Shut the fuck up. They didn't.
No,
do shit
I don't believe you for a second, Marco. I don't like.
You don't have to read the fucking books.
His character in Phase 3, but they have done a lot of character development for Martian Rowe in Phase 3. It just hasn't been good. It is. They have not. They have not. Not somebody who is plotting.
They have not moved fucking shit all of his
story in the center, and it's taken
away his story forward at all. What part of Martian Rowe have they moved forward? He's in the exact same position he was at the end of 1. The exact same fucking position. So no, don't tell me they fucking did character development. I question if you even know what the words character development means. And this is probably why you're a fan of that piece of shit Nubs, because they haven't done any character development with that fucking little weasel either.
TV show for a kid
exactly, and they don't have to do development for that. And you think it's great. You can't sit here and shit on everybody saying like they've done no character development, and you're going, well, if you look into it far enough,
they have done character development. It's just not good.
No, they haven't done any. What part did he develop? He's still the exact same
book.
Wayseeker. Stop yelling. Listen, clear out the ears. From the end, yes, because I'm always yelling. From the end of Phase 1, he has not moved along. His character has not changed. There has been no difference in his life from 1. They did a little bit of backstory in 2, but that has not moved his character any more forward than it ever has. He's still the exact same he was in 1. I think nothing has changed with him. Nothing.
I think the biggest problem is what they've done. What in some cases, what in my opinion, Rowe is the least of their problems. Like, and I agree with Wayseeker. I want to see the end of Rowe. I don't want to see, because if they continue on with it, you're just going to get more of what you've done, which is fair writing for him or whatever you want for his character. So I'd rather see the end of it as far as that goes. I'd rather see the end of actually all of it. Like, I'd rather see closure for almost all of this stuff rather than to leave anything open-ended. But I think the biggest problem, when I say they haven't done very much, they've clearly done stuff over the course of 5 years now? 5-6 years?
Sure.
Of this thing. They've done a lot. And Wayseeker's right. It's just not all good. The problem is the word he didn't use that I would use instead of not being good is not only is it not good, it's completely forgettable.
But JJ, they haven't moved the story. The
that's
story.
What I'm saying. Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
That's what your and Wayseeker's argument was about. Yes, they've done stuff with Rowe, but at the same time, at what point has any of that been contributed at all to
character development? Like, it's moved the character along down the road. It has not.
He's a whiny character now.
Even if it puts him in a different position, it's still forgettable.
Yeah.
And like, stuff just happens now. Like the storm wall just comes down. Like,
just comes down. Yeah, right.
But
that didn't change his character.
Yeah.
That didn't develop his character.
I know it didn't develop his character. That's what I'm saying.
He's not menacing. He's not scary. There's nothing scary about Martian Rowe in Phase 3. He's not even a good plotter. Everything he does fails. He's not two steps ahead anymore.
The master strategist, tactician type character we saw in Phase 1 is not there in Phase 3.
No, it's
but what I'm telling, but what I'm also saying about the Phase 3 stuff is, while they're making him non-whatever anymore, they're just like, it's so, like you said, forgettable, but they're just writing vanilla stuff so that there's no point in this character. They have literally just
agree with that.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's not development. Neutering a character is not development.
It is development. It's just bad development.
It's
regression. It's not developing. It's just like, they're like, we have to bring his name up. We have to bring his name up, so we're going to write it. And there's nothing that this character's done now, because as JJ said, he had no part in the wall. He has no part with the runners anymore. He has no part with this. They didn't say like, oh, well, here's why this stuff happened. The storm wall just comes down. He just doesn't have runners anymore. He doesn't do this anymore. Oh, all of a sudden the drain gear comes back because of nothing. They don't actually involve him. They actually don't develop the character.
Yeah, we disagree on that, but it's not a big deal. But Martian Rowe's story needs to come to an end. I think a lot of people are going to die. I think that's.
I would just hope that this is the two that I really hope they give us some closure with Rowe. They give us some closure with the Lost 20, and then just.
I don't even think he's going to touch.
No, he's not going to touch Lost 20.
Touch that.
That's not his thing. That's Kevin's thing. He's not going to touch that.
You asked me what I wanted, so I'm telling you what I want.
I agree with you. I want that too.
Those are the two things that I would really hope for: is we get the Lost 20 connection, and we get.
There's no chance.
Bro. Well, I don't think there's a chance of getting an ending to fucking Rowe either. I don't think they're going to do shit.
Wrong.
I think he's going to do what exactly he did with everything else. No development, nothing.
What you also have to end is characters that we know aren't around anymore. Like what about Elzar Mann? What about Avar Chris? Like, you got to start wrapping.
Yeah,
I have one novel left to basically.
What about fucking kill that bitch too?
We know Porter's going to be Vice. That's going to be a big part of this book. I know nobody cares about it, but Porter and Vice will be a big thing. Vice will die. Porter lives. We know Porter lives because,
like Elzar Mann, we know the only time we see him after the High Republic is in some weird Luke memory force vision thing.
But that was a soul book. That was a soul book too, so you know he's gonna keep the character around.
Yeah, but
I think one of them.
But why keep the character? Like, why can't he be dead?
I don't know which one, but I think one of Elzar or Avar will die. I don't think both.
Chris is gonna die. She's gonna die.
Look, I want Avar to become a Sith. I want Martian Rowe to friggin' live on.
You want to know why? Hey, you want to know why? You want to know why he wants it to happen?
We know why.
Because he thinks that the dress is
going
to change. Yeah, he thinks the dress code is going to change. That's why. Yep,
exactly. That's all he wants. So he can buy a metal cover of a book that isn't even Star Wars.
Listen. Just stop it. Don't be mad. Don't be mad because I have a vision.
Dom, he's actually right on that one, Dom. I got your back. Hey, listen, I'll cover for you. I'll cover for you when they're going too hard. But come on, bro. Like, you know that's all you want. You want to see some fucking cartoon titties for some reason. Like, you got cartoon titty fetish.
Anyway, but we also know it's not the end because there will be more. They came out this week and said more High Republic stories to be announced. Marco said this already.
I believe it.
I literally talked to one of these people, and they were like, "Yeah, we can't say anything, but we're working on it." Yeah,
but they did say that the stories will not be Phase 4. It won't be a continuation of what we've seen before. As Marco said, most likely it's going to come before. It's going to be young characters that we've already seen. They came out this week and said, "You don't believe it?"
No. Well, I think they might try, but it's going to fail.
Well, I'm going to tell you that one of the people in this picture was writing it. And that was like almost a year ago. So, like, when I talked to that person,
published, but
her book can get published.
Hey, don't say her. You can't give it away.
There's more than one her.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't actually know any of the other people. I know Kevin. I know Soul.
Don't give it away, and then you start naming the people in there.
I think there's only 3 right. No, what I'm saying is I think there's only 3 writers in here.
No, there's all of them are writers except for the guy in the middle.
That's the fake Luke.
Who's the dude?
Who's the fat guy on the left? That guy's not a writer.
That's Heglin. He's Seglin. He's the part of the whole. He oversaw the whole thing.
All right, who's the doofus between Gray and Scott?
The doofus between
Gray and Scott.
That's Charles Mann.
Is that Man?
Yeah,
that's Man. Oh Jesus, he does look like a dork.
Dude, he writes He writes Star Wars characters as knights. Like,
Yeah, that fits it. That's it. Hey, if you were like, which one of these dudes writes Star Wars Knights, guys? That dude, he's a LARPer. That guy's a LARPer if I ever seen him.
Coming on our show now.
That guy, no, I love this guy. We can talk about his
He's
LARPing
six.
career.
That's
I
just
bet
the
you he's a
actor
pro
for the,
LARPer. He looks
Marco.
like a fucking LARPer.
Marco
Why?
thought he was gonna look
Why
like
can't we get good
The
bits
Rock
by
or
taking
something.
a guess because of Marco right there?
Where's
That's
Timothy
not
Zahn?
true. One of
Timothy
these
Zahn.
guests gave us the in a year ago because of Marco and the
Not on the
relationship with
show,
that person.
though. Not on
Oh
the
yeah, well
show.
they won't come on this fucking show. They know better than that. But they'll still give us the information. I bet you. Hey, look, run up to man, be like, "Yo, what was your like LARPing career? Let's talk about it on the show." Dude will come on in a minute. That dude LARPs all day, bro. He definitely LARPs.
Like how
Is that-
it's just the fact that you were like somehow shocked or maybe not shocked by the fact that he looked like that. Like, dude, like look at what he does for like.
Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not shocked at that one.
The guy in the middle. I don't know who that is.
Who's the lady that looks like she belongs in a Dracula movie?
Which one? The one close to the. Give me which one.
The one with
Next to the guy. Next to the guy.
white shirt.
Next to Soul.
No, fuck no.
No, the one with the
I
white
don't know who
shirt.
that is.
You know about the
Yeah,
one
Yeah, white
dressed as
shirt.
Luke
Thank you.
Skywalker?
Dom knows what I'm talking about.
Lydia Kang.
Who?
Lydia Kang. She
What
wrote
did she fucking write?
Cataclysm and the Insider stuff, and
She
she wrote
wrote,
some other
so
stuff.
Hey,
nothing
Wookie,
really for
you
High
gotta
Republic.
start giving me more respect
all
when
High
it comes to
Republic
stories,
stuff.
man. I got some good visions, man.
High Republic.
I just can't
Cataclysm,
explain
High
them the
Republic.
best way, but I have visions. So
And then,
Who's
and then the
Timu
other one
Luke?
is Alyssa Wong.
I have no clue who
I don't know who
Timu
Timu
is.
that's the Luke. That's the Luke Galaxy's Edge Luke. That he's an actor for Galaxy's Edge.
That's who it is?
See, I'm not out here trying to get trapped in and guess which one Wong was. So I was trying not to say nothing because I'm not trying to play that fucking game. After we got LARPer over there, and you guys are already giving me shit on that one. Like, you can't tell me that dude doesn't look like a LARPer.
Oh, he does. That's my point. He does.
Marco,
Wish Seeker, what?
why do
Dude
we
looks
want to
like
get
a LARPer.
relationship with these people?
That was my original
not-
point.
That's not a negative fucking thing. That's not a negative connotation. There's
It's like,
fucking plenty of people that love LARPer.
The movie,
I
it's
wasn't
the
like
movie
being a
Roll.
LARPer's fucking a loser's life. I said the dude looks like a LARPer. He fucking probably LARPs. Somebody get a hold of man right now on the TikToks or something. Be like, yo, man, you LARP, right? I bet you the dude comes back like, yes. Yeah. No, Jesus.
Anyway,
I can't
we're getting
believe
more High Republic. We all know it. I'm actually excited for it because if it's not tied to what we've seen, it could be actually good. But
Are they? What are they
Phase
doing in
3 was dead.
Japan? Are they in Japan?
What?
Yes, they are.
no,
They're
they're
in Japan.
at Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tom says it's
They use
Galaxy's Edge.
fake fucking cherry blossoms and shit in the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and that is
Who
an
is
hour into the
Timo
show.
Luke? By the way, do we find out who Timo Luke was?
Tom said it's the Luke actor from Galaxy's Edge. That's where.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
That's-
Luke
Yeah,
actor for
that's
Galaxy
horrible.
Edge.
That's the Luke. That's
That's horrible.
They
Gotta
need to
catch
fire
way better.
motherfucker right now. That's the most egregious shit in this picture. I mean, I don't know who Fat Mantis is over here or that Luke
The dude's
character.
making money
Those two
being
things
Luke.
gotta go.
You're making money. What are you making money of? Sitting there just trying to troll people that you can't. You wish you could have that job, man. Come on, man. Stop.
Bro,
Relax.
Dom, no shot, dude. That guy comes up. I think he's one of those like scammers that are fucking in LA on the Walk of Fame. Like, hey,
Yeah,
you want to
scammers
take a
in New York
picture?
City,
Fuck
too.
no. Get the fuck away from me and my kids. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not trying to give you no fucking. You gotta charge. Dude, that's so fucking dog shit, bro. You know, if you go to the Disney Palace for the princess shit, they actually look like the fucking characters. Timo fucking Luke there looks that looks like some dude that had a Make-A-Wish Foundation fucking wish. They put that fucker out there. Ain't no shot.
In
No
all fairness,
shot.
Those people work pretty hard.
Dude, the Stormtroopers look dope. The Kylo Ren actor looks dope.
You can't even
Dude,
see them. They're in a
listen,
fucking suit.
Disney.
I
Disney
see
has
them all
no
the time. I've
discrimination.
been there. I'm
But
outside,
they got
motherfucker.
masks on. Like you don't know what they look
Disney
like.
has a no
They all look the
discrimination
same for a
freaking law.
reason.
They have to take the people that actually fit the
That's
profile.
not true.
Yes.
They cast people.
Yes.
Stop.
No, Dom,
That's
Dom.
bullshit. You haven't been to Disney. Go into Princess Castle. They look exactly like them motherfuckers. They look
And then they
exactly
got
like.
princesses that have beards too. I don't know. I'm just saying.
They don't, Dom.
Marco's like, unless you have a weird mole thing right here on your chin and sound like a whiny kid, you can't play. Luke
I'm not
Skywalker.
saying, dude. That guy was 4'6",
I'm just
JJ.
joking.
4'6", had jet black hair. The
He's
fuck
like-
he looks
he's
like
Pete
Luke.
Height. Oh,
Yeah. Dude,
All right.
Alyssa Wong was taller than that motherfucker. Alyssa Wong is 5'1", bro. Put that picture back up. Fuck you.
Aren't you a
Put
little
that
short
picture
for
back up.
Skywalker? Is that what you're saying?
Look at that! Alyssa Walken's the same damn height as this guy. Bro, get out of here. And he's wearing big ass boots. That means she's taller than him. You cannot have that there. No, sir. Get out of here, man.
All right, comics.
Not
Maybe
comics.
it's not
Fuck
the
that.
scale.
Comics. This. I don't know, man. It wasn't bad.
Jackie.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. I didn't get to read this book. It didn't come to my store.
Oh, it was good. It's good.
I bet it was, but I mean, I'm pissed because
I
it
mean,
didn't come to my
Did they
store.
explain,
You get
they explain
Venture,
how on
you
earth
also
they forget who
get,
Ventress is later on?
You also get what's her name? Otis Singh. So I thought they paired up pretty well together. Dom would like this one actually.
Now,
If you read it.
that's what I remember saying when this book first came out, even though there was a past on when she
just
came in,
came
she was in the shadows, but the fact is that they forget what she is in the
Yeah,
Bad Batch. It takes place before the Bad Batch.
it doesn't make sense, but just let it not make sense and have a good story.
Yeah, that could be the Peter Pan
Yeah.
actor. That's for sure.
Just have it not make sense and have a good story.
Who's substituting that day?
Yeah, these are pretty. This is pretty good. I'm saying this isn't bad though. It does go. I'll tell you this with the Luke story. It does show Luke how Luke normally is, where he like fucking tries to do something right and he fucks it all up. So like that's kind of solid that they're staying with that type of Luke.
Yeah.
They
I
changed
didn't-
things. The book that we talked about.
Well, I'm just saying there's a couple Force ghosts in this bitch that
Yep.
we didn't know were dead officially, and they're
One
officially
looks
dead.
very much like some Tano girl that, you know.
One
Yeah.
definitely is Mace Windu being dead as shit.
I also
Dead as shit.
I also
Well, he did
really
shit
like
now.
I also really like how she kind of played with Rey being Skywalker as a way of saying she's not really Skywalker. If you read the last panel, it's kind of like I'm sticking it
I
to
did not-
Palpatine.
I
I'm
did not
not
read
really.
the last answer because I tried to refuse to read this dog.
I'm
shit.
not really a Skywalker, but Palpatine says the Skywalkers are dead, so I'm sticking to Palpatine, and that's why I call
Well,
myself.
isn't that kind of what they implied in the movie?
The
Yeah.
movie sucked, but I think the comic actually did it a
My
little
point
bit
is,
better.
like she's not really a Skywalker. She knows that when she says that in the thing. It's not like she like
But
brainwashed herself.
but
or
they
something.
connect it more to like it's a jab at the Palpatine more than it's actually she's trying to pretend like she's a Skywalker. I think it actually did better than the movie, but it doesn't take much, to be honest.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
My thing is like too, like everybody knows Palpatine's last name, right? Like if you say like, "Oh, I'm Ray Palpatine," then again, people are gonna be like, "So you're related to like the worst dictator in the history of our
Well,
galaxy?"
listen, well, look at Leah.
Like,
When they
Fair
found
enough.
out Leah,
you
when they found out Leah was
yourself
related to
to
Darth
know your
Vader,
last name.
you know that Darth Vader was Leah's daughter. Leah got freaking vanished from. She had to leave thing because they were hating on her because she was Vader's daughter. So probably be the same thing if you really think about this. With
Yeah, why
I
would
do.
you take
I do have a
name?
question. Hold on. I do have a legitimate question. How the fuck come in this book when Luke Skywalker dies, he's old ass Luke Skywalker, but when Darth Vader dies, he becomes young fucking Anakin?
Young.
that's continuity. Continuity.
Good question.
We need
I mean,
a
I'm
movie
just
based-
saying. I just
Good
don't
question.
understand.
We need
I don't
a book,
understand.
a
Like
book
you get
or a
fat
TV
ass
show.
old. Yeah, I get that, but you get fat ass old Luke Skywalker, but you get like
But you still have
Young-
old Obi-Wan Kenobi. You have Alec Guinness Obi-Wan Kenobi and not freaking Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
But you got
no. In this book, it's Ewan McGregor.
Oh, it is? Yeah.
Yeah, so Ewan McGregor.
It's a good.
Oh,
good
you're talking about the
connection.
one. I think that's because they're showing people from the Clone War there in the one panel. I thought you meant
You
like
know,
when it-
you know,
Yoda's there.
you know, Dave is never reading this thing though, and if he wants Ahsoka to still be alive, that panel getting changed in a second.
Dave's like George Lucas. He doesn't read any of this shit.
No,
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's supposed to be all Force Ghosts. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyhow, coming soon next week. We got Afra. It's the new
Yes.
Afra series. They got a lot of covers, but this is what I was going to talk about. This is the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 100.
Those are the ones I want.
They're sweet.
Everybody
Well,
wants
that's right now. That's the ones everybody wants. The pre-sales
Yeah.
of this it's selling for over ratio on both of these. Try not to overpay for them, but
Especially for the 1 in
No.
25. Wait.
yeah, the 125 is like selling for $50 to $60, $55.
I like the 125 better personally.
That's what I was going to
Also,
ask you.
Also know that every shop you get for the 1 in 100 is going to have 4 of the 1 in 25.
Yeah. But I was going to ask you this: I at first was like, okay, it's cool the 1 in 100, but then I looked at it and I'm like, shit, man, the 1 in 25 with the name there, and because it's only got the 10, so it's a smaller like thing. It looks.
That's why I say when they switch to these versions, it looks first off, it looks empty at the top.
It does.
Yeah, it looks too high at the top.
Yeah. The only problem, I'd rather have like an in between solution. Like I'd rather they get rid of the barcode for the 1 in 25.
What about the barcode on the side? Like you turn it over and
just put it on the back.
Oh yeah, you do the back. Yeah.
Put it on the back like you're doing a fucking exclusive.
Yeah.
Come on, my girl Afro.
That's the only thing I would take off there. I'd leave the trade dress. I hate the barcode on there. But
yeah, the trade dress
is really with all those things. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think the 1/20 is dope. But I'll tell you, this book's hot, and probably if you watch Tech, this is going to be on our.
I just hope it's well. Like, we need a good Afro series.
Oh, hey, hold on though. So we've got previews of the inside. The art inside is fucking atrocious. Yeah. It is not good. I will tell you though, it's pretty interesting.
A lot of words. Give you.
Yeah, especially in the first couple panels.
Yeah.
So Afra's arrested. Turns out she has a probation officer. I'm not gonna tell you what, but they're actually arresting her. Like they have a department that deals with like stealing, like pretty much what you're talking about earlier, like getting artifacts that were stolen during the war and everything coming back. And that lady down there with the little short haircut, she's like kind of in charge of it. And then you just see like Luke come in. That's supposed to be Luke Skywalker on the right. I mean, dude, this guy still looks better than the guy at the fucking park, but he still looks like shit.
It's a fucking drawing, man.
Let me set it up for you.
I mean, this guy fucking, the guy at the park still, he got shit on this guy. But yeah, so it looks like there's going to be a team up between those two. Like he's going to be the escort and everything else. I know there's a lot of words here. It's actually pretty funny. And at least it's not another girlfriend for.
You never know. You never know.
No, I do because it's a fucking boy. So it can't be another girlfriend. So there you go.
Hard to tell.
That's a girl? That's a guy?
Read the fucking words. It's a comic book.
I believe you, but I'm just saying for the picture.
You want me to give this away? Can I give this? Can I spoil this considering it's a preview? Okay, so that's her probation officer. So they try to figure out who it is. So originally they're like caught for stealing shit. So they bring in, they don't know who that guy is, the Greedo looking guy. And it turns out that like all of a sudden they're like, hey, call Afro's probation officer. And that beeping is the phone ringing for the Greedo character. And that turns out that that's her probation officer. And he got swindled into working for her and everything else. So they take him away. And then instead they're like, you're going to go hunt shit. And we're going to give you influence. And Luke comes in and is like, I'm just a good influence. That's going to be his
so we're not
probation officer.
We're not getting just lucky.
No, it's literally going to be those two roaming around fucking.
That's good.
I think it's an RA concept, right? Like he's the probation officer. Good
I still want her in live action animation one way down the road, man. Come on.
Well, now that she's hanging out with Luke, they love putting Luke back in shit, so you might be able to see it. Yeah. All right. Anyways, moving on. FOC, we got Star Wars. They're switching now. So they did one, which was a combination of it. Then they did Luke Skywalker. Now they're going to do the Han Solo Lando Valance story, and they're going to switch back to the Luke story. That's how they're going to do Star Wars.
I think the character balance. I want to see in live action, no animation.
It asks a lot of the reader to like remember what's going on months ago.
Yeah, but that's in FOC. There is a 1 in 100, and then there's a 1 in 25. Whatever, fucking covers are the covers, and that's it. That's all we got for Star Wars right now. So not a lot in the fronts. That Afro series does look good, and I'm telling you that 25 and the 100 is doing good already. So watch for it this Wednesday. Try to get it out there for ratio. Try to get it for under ratio, as we always tell you. Good luck. All right, up next, let's see what JJ found in. Do we want to play the game? Do we want to do toys, or do we want to do JJ?
Let's do the game.
The game?
You asked.
Actually,
you answered.
Yeah,
I was going to say toys, but whatever.
Yeah, let's do toys. Do toys. I gotta go. I gotta run real quickly. Do toys.
Okay.
Somebody run this for it. Hey, Kingdom.
So we're getting some.
Hey, make sure you go vote for Kingdom of Nerds and stick at something. There's some voting thing. They'll tell you in the chat or link it in the chat. Go vote for them for whatever that voting thing is. All right.
All right, coming soon. We have Salseason. How do you say his name?
Salseason.
Yeah, so we're getting his hot toy, which it's pretty cool that they're branching out to other characters. This is not coming out until like the fourth quarter of 2026, though.
I don't know who's gonna buy it, but it looks good.
It does look good, right? It looks. They get better and better every time they come out. It's gonna probably be at $300 with the tariffs and stuff like that. Probably,
no doubt. It's a lot of detail.
It is. It's pretty cool looking, realistic. Also, we're getting ARC Trooper 5s. We're getting 5s, so I think I like 5s because my favorite number is 5s, which that's why this is my favorite Trooper 5s. But it's kind of cool. But the Tamira Morrison sculpt of the face looks fucking phenomenal, man.
It looks good. It does. Nope. You're gonna pick this one up, I'm sure.
I'll probably get this one. Maybe. I gotta see. So coming soon with some Funko Pops, we got a premium Vader with SFX sound effects. You press the button on it, and it makes sounds, and lightsabers light up when you press the button. So they're doing that, and they also have a premium Ahsoka too, as well too. That's coming soon.
How much do the ones with the sound effects cost?
Probably about $30. Give or take. Also, they had the first wave that came out for Star Wars Celebration. They had like the samurai inspiration, like Mando, Rey, Kylo. They have a Darth Maul, a Boba Fett, and a Stormtrooper coming out, which I'm very excited about. Most likely the Boba Fett I'm getting that, and the Darth Maul definitely going to get that.
You got to go back to news because we talked quite a bit about this, but
yeah. So there was the Hasbro Pulse fan stream that dropped on Friday. We got a couple of things. So we're getting this the Darth Vader's Tide Advance, $109.
Ooh,
yeah,
it looks cool, but like
it does.
59, I could probably justify it.
Yeah,
109.
Yeah, that's it's said that it's just the prices I'm going to be paying for stuff, but
I know
you get a card, you get the card back. That's actually the same card back of the Vader that's out now, but a different color. Of course, you get the pink and stuff like that.
It's cool, but
it is cool, but
I ain't spending the money on
it. I understand it. Yeah. Definitely not getting that. Also, we're getting a 4-pack Snowtrooper from Hoth. Snowtroopers. If you want to do the army building, we're getting a 4-pack, which it's not bad, man. I know a lot of army builders who like the Snowtroopers.
Yep,
this is up your alley.
These will sell.
Oh yeah, definitely. So
what is this?
All right, so Halloween is coming. They have the Halloween-inspired figures like they had in the past.
What are we doing
here? That is Asajj Ventress as a witch.
No, that's not. This belongs in... This does not belong.
Wait. It gets better.
If anybody buys this, they should not watch the show.
Listen,
I don't want them to
get ideas. This is wild. Wait, it gets better. So this one's available. It's going to be available on it's a Hasbro. It's a fan channel, include Hasbro Pulse and Amazon when this drops. Go to the next slide.
That's wicked. They're just trying to be wicked. Star Wars wicked.
Yes, I know. It's Asajj Ventress.
What is this?
So that is a royal guard as a ghost.
No.
Yeah.
No. Who pays people for this job? Like they need to get fired.
That's the Halloween inspired ones, and only be available.
What is the thing down there? Is that like Grogu haunted?
It's a little creature. Well, if you go back, the witch has one too. Asajj Ventress has one too. You don't see it, but she has a little black cat.
But what is that thing?
I don't know.
We gotta show Marco when he gets back these things because he's gonna be
And that's available at Target.
No, nobody buy that.
Now the next one is at Six Alley. Six is gonna get this one.
Super chat us instead of buying that because money's better than buying that thing.
We're getting a Mummy Stormtrooper.
Gosh, this is better than the other two.
Yeah. So we're getting Mummy only available at Walmart, and so that's up Styx's alley. Styx is happy about this.
Yeah, great. Okay. That's the end of those. Thanks.
So this is a new a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So we got a brand new Anakin and Obi-Wan, the battle on Mustafar, with the platforms that they're on, fully posable, brand new sculpts. I think the Obi-Wan might be an older sculpt, but I think the Anakin is brand new. You get the specialty box with all the lava in the back. This is really cool. I don't know how much this is going to be, but it's a San Diego Comics exclusive, so that means it's going to probably sell out.
Is it 1,000 pieces?
No, not 1,000 pieces. Nah, it's like the platform and a couple of
Yeah, no, like the exclusives. They have like, is it limited to 1,000 or what?
I don't. They didn't say. They didn't say. So we're finally getting a Jedi Temple Guard, which we've been waiting for one for a long time.
Yeah.
Black Series. I think this is pretty damn cool. I'll probably pick one myself just to have one because I do like the way it looks.
Yeah, good.
We getting friggin' Afi,
Yeah, I love
finally
Barris.
getting her, and it looks pretty damn good too.
I might pick this one up. Barris is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, Barris. Yeah, this is the one. This is the only picture I've seen. I was trying to find other pictures, but I found this one. It looks pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
So apparently it is soft goods, which I like, but I think the hood is plastic. I think the rest is soft goods, but the hood, I don't know.
Yeah,
we got to see, but
I'll pick it up. I'll let you know when it comes out.
So
you're gonna get this one.
Yeah, so they had the Ronin in black and white. That was the exclusive for Star Wars Celebration and Amazon. So now we're getting a color version, which, in a way, think about it. Does it make sense that the cartoon is in black and white, that they come out with a color version?
Yeah, it's still cool.
It is cool. The money grab. I actually like it. See, I would buy this guy. I can open it because I'm not opening this.
Right.
What I have here.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably get this and open this. This is pretty badass. I'll probably buy it. It's a money grab because
I know, but that's what it all is.
So for Pride, in Disney parks, they have the Pride collection.
Yep.
We have a C1
Rainbow.
W.
Yeah, C1 Rainbow.
Yeah, rainbow. I actually like the color scheme, the black and the colors inside.
I like the color scheme, dude. That's fucking.
All right, let's go back. I got to show Marco.
What's that?
Check this out. You're gonna love this. Go back.
All right. What do you think of this?
What the fuck dog shit is this?
So for Halloween, they have the Halloween inspired figures that come out every year.
This
is the size Ventress as a witch.
That is not Ventress. Like I said, people need to super chat us instead of buying this junk because that is horrible. Wait, it gets better.
Wait, you got that? Then you have a Royal Guard as a ghost. It's like Scooby Doo shit.
What the fuck is it? Wait, hold on. Does that helmet glow in the dark though?
Yeah, it goes in the dark.
I'm down with that. Okay.
Cool. You'll get this at Ollie's for 99 cents.
No, yeah. Ollie, this is Ollie special, bro. This is
Ollie's special,
Ollie's.
probably,
yeah, with the
they
target.
dropped the other ones in Ollie's. The other
And you get
figures
this
else,
one.
and you get a Stormtrooper mummy.
What the fuck is it supposed to be?
The mummy. Sticks is all over this already.
They got to
Sticks
fire.
Yo, Sticks wants this one big time.
Hasbro got to fire a lot of motherfuckers over there. Like I'm always for people working. You know me. I am for the working man. I'm for giving people jobs and chances. But these people, they have to be fired. They should not be doing anything like. I was just thinking I had to go use a gas station pisser, and I hold my breath before I go in there, and I'm like, man, I really miss Japan. The person who designed this needs to go and do the job that the old people do in Japan and wash all the fucking public toilets constantly. That's the only thing they're qualified for.
So we're getting we're getting a.
I saw that. That's cool.
See the other ones? You seen the other ones? You seen the
I just saw you flip through stuff. No.
Oh,
that's cool too.
Go back to the Temple Guard. Look at the Temple Guard. It looks pretty cool.
No, I'm not going back. Yeah, but that's an Ollie special too.
Yeah. You got freaking Barris.
I saw that.
So you have this is a Disney Parks exclusive.
All the Droid Factory
R2 DL70.
Okay.
That's coming out for the 70th anniversary of Disney Parks. So who missed this the first time? This is back up in pre-order tomorrow. The Stormtrooper pack and then the Cantina with the original cardboard type of Cantina. The Sears is sold out.
How much is that? Do you know?
$80-something. Not bad.
That's actually not bad for everything.
And you got the 4 figures. You got all the original 4 figures from the original Cantina set with the blue Snaggletooth and new sculpts for the Walrus Man, Guido, and Hammerhead. Yeah. This drops tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Does that include the 3 Stormtroopers also?
Yeah, and that drops too. Yeah, that's a special 3-pack.
For $80-some, you get 1, 2, 3, 4.
No.
5, 6.
You don't get the Stormtroopers. That's something different. The Cantina is $87. Okay. That's about $40. So the 70th anniversary of Disney Parks is coming, and this is the Star Wars inspired stuff that they do have.
I'll tell you this shit is going to sell.
Oh yes,
because those fucking Disney fans love anything like this.
Oh yeah. So this is dropping. It's actually in the parks now, I believe. It's selling now. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't check how much, but So for the this is the mint. The
What are these pins?
they're pin coins. They're pins, and they're gold plated pins, like the Danbury Mint. And they're coming out with individual ones. So the first two starts with Luke and Darth Vader, and then every other month you get a new pin. So this is dropping very soon. I think September they're starting with this. For the collector, people want to collect the Danbury Mint type of you know the paper clips that you have, the ones that they're like the blind packs. You open them up and they're like clips you can put in your bags. So they're coming out with a whole droid line.
Oh yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Kids love these things.
Yeah, and the ships too. You get the ships in the background too. You get those.
These gonna be random.
Random. Yeah. You buy. You have to open the mysteries. Yeah.
Holy shit! I don't remember last time I had a Dr. Pepper, but it's good. All right.
All right, we got a couple of auctions. So we have a Yak Face, a 92 back AFA 90 sold for $23,737.
Jesus.
Wow. Crazy.
We got a Boba Fett, which was a 70, was actually an 85, over $22,066. It was Boba Fett with a mailer envelope and figure.
All right.
Also, we got a Squid Face, a Squid Head, a Lily Letty, 14 back, AFA 40, sold for $15,616.
What was Lily Letty? That was Spain.
Lily Letty is the other Spanish. It's the Mexico from Mexico. The other Spanish
Mexico,
is yeah.
That's crazy.
So we got General Medin, $42,242. The Tri logo.
Good old Cricks.
Yep. World record for a Boba Fett 3-cell setup paint for the from Droids, sold for $39,804.
Dom wasting his money again.
I wish. Yeah, this is the only droids I'm gonna get.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious.
All right, so this guy, Distraction Figures, he makes custom figures. He came out with the Stone Cold Admiral Arbok. So he makes custom figures. So I had to put this there because it looked pretty cool when I saw this. You know,
This is pretty funny.
it is funny, but
How much is that thing?
I think
He doesn't
they're
sell
like
it. He just makes it.
No, they makes them. They sell them. I think like $30. I think they like $30-$40.
That it? That's it.
That's it.
Sweet.
All right. Well,
All right.
we would do JJ's thing, but he's not here anymore. So let's get into the game.
You might have to fill in for him, he said. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wookie, let's get into your game.
Let's do it.
Thank you to Wookie Fanatic. Guess what the collectibles sold for? The Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars. We have no clue what this is. None of us has actually seen it. JJ gave us this. We probably should have done it before toys. Here we go. A big special thank you to Wookie Fanatic. Hey, thank you, Wookie. There we go.
Thank you.
Actually, Wookie Fanatic, met him before. A really nice guy. He did it the right way. He hit me up. He said, listen, I know it's weird, but me and my wife are going to be in town. Could we hang out or something? Sure. Then I had him come by the compound, went to a dinner place, hung out, had a good time. That's the way to do it. Not the way some other people reach out. So here we go. Super Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Nintendo NES Factory Seal. Damn. I know this goes for a lot.
This is expensive.
It's about 500 and change.
368.
Maybe. It, not graded, though.
Not
Just
graded.
off
368.
field.
Yeah, maybe 500.
I'm going to say 225.
368. 368. 368. 368.
225.
Chad, if you want to guess.
What do you got? We got to give chat some time to respond. What do you got, chat? Wookie, you can't play.
425 is what Ruben's got.
Sticks at
225. Did you ever play this?
Yeah.
No, like on the Super Nintendo, not after.
Yeah. Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
It was
I didn't
hard
play it on the Super
for me as
I
a
didn't play
kid.
a lot on the Super Nintendo.
I
Yeah,
played
I'm
this
older
one.
than you. So.
And Shadows of the Empire. I remember those two.
I played this. Man. I played the shit out of Shadows of the Empire. Man, I love Shadows of the Empire.
So
JVC, holy shit. All right, let's see what the price is.
301.
301. 301. I was close.
Yeah.
Close.
I say 368. Yep.
This
So
one,
368. I said what? 225.
Yeah, something like that. So it sticks.
Yeah. So
I was
sticks at
there.
225 as well.
I was right on. Hey, JJ. All right, next up. JJ, do you want to do yours? We're doing this now, but.
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
shit. Star Wars
Ooh.
Empire Strikes Back Yoda Jedi Master Board Game 81 sealed.
Sealed.
I think
I have never
239.
seen this.
Me neither.
How much would you pay for this, Marco?
What was the inside of this? What game? What was the game like inside of this?
I don't
Sticks.
know.
What was the game
Sticks
like inside?
Imagine
Just
like a
Stick has
board
the
game.
game. Of course he does.
Yeah, you have the game stick, so tell us about it. What is it like? It's fun?
No, yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna look it up real quickly, see what the inside looks like.
239.
But I'm gonna guess first. I don't think it's that much. I don't think it's 375. I think it's 100 and a quarter. That's actually a lot. 100 and a quarter.
That's a lot for a board game.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
a lot for
care.
a board game. 95
sealed.
bucks. 95.
I'm gonna go 80.
What's this thing called?
Could be really expensive. I don't know, but
Yeah, I've never seen this. Actually, I'm going back up to 125. Never seen
Yeah,
this
it's
before.
sealed.
sealed.
What do you got? What do you got, Dom, on this?
Ruben has 375. That's expensive for a board
It's
game.
too expensive.
I said 80. JJ probably knows. What do you got, Dom?
That's
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
239.
I will abstain. I have already looked.
We
What'd you
got
say, Dom?
690.
239.
239.
Wow, that's expensive.
That is expensive.
Let's see what it is.
You see what it is?
Yeah, 2 is.
Whew.
125. So I'm close there again.
You're
Is that
close.
125?
Yeah.
Whew. I know my shit.
That's expensive. So what's it like inside? You figure out, Marco?
I'm trying to figure out right now. Yeah.
It's a turn-based like life, is what Stick says, but shorter.
Do you have the spinner?
Oh yeah, dude. It's like Shoots and Ladders. It's like Shoots and Ladders.
Oh.
Yes, there's a spinner. There's characters that are like yellow, orange, green that you put in those little, like they're little cardboard pieces that you put in like the little red things.
What's a non-sealed one go for? So like if you see the garage sale.
$2.
No, that can't be right.
The worst part about these is always if you get one that's
15
not
bucks.
sealed, is the having all the pieces.
Yeah, right. You never know.
Make sure everything's
All right, like 15, 20 bucks.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back AT-AT Walker. Oh, AFA 85.
85.
I don't know.
So
I don't
AFF
know.
graded in 85. I
This
don't
is
know what a
100.
Q is. I don't know what action
1,500
figure is.
bucks.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I see. That's the problem.
It
Is
seems
I don't
good,
know
whatever
what
it is.
any of the grading is on this.
Well, grading 85 is good. Anything over 80 is a lot of money. So you're talking about in the thousands. This can do.
Yeah, I know it works like video games where over 80 is good, but
You know what? I'm going to say 1,700.
1,700.
Yeah.
Does Q mean qualified? Does that mean there's something
I don't
fucking
know.
wrong with it?
I don't know what it means.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess at this. What did Dom say?
1,700 for Dom.
1425.
I'm gonna go 801.
Okay.
801.
All right, let's see what it
801.
is.
You want to see what it is?
Whoa!
I hit it.
We went
Sorry.
too far.
Whoa!
22.25. Wow.
It's more than I thought.
On bids.
On bid.
Yeah, I just don't understand the grading system. I think that's where our
Well,
lack
the
of
grading,
communication-
so it's like the grading system's at 85. Is like
Well, I know 85 is good. 85 is like a 9.6.
It's an
Because I know
9.6.
sealed, these things sealed is usually like 950 to 1200. So that's where I was kind of guessing at it.
Well,
So like, but yeah, I don't fuck, man. This graded shit. Wild. Yeah. All right. Next up. Ooh.
A little bit newer,
Three.
but not really.
wow.
Vintage Killer Pack, Star Wars 3.
800 bucks.
Set. Very rare.
Very rare.
And a
I've
little
never
ripped
seen
There's a
up.
lot of
There's-
peeling. Let me look at this. Let me look at this.
Peeling, it's yellowed.
It is.
800.
Condition's not
The
great.
plastic still semi looks.
Yeah,
Nope.
it was yellow, the plastic, though. Yellow.
Yeah, it's who gives a
It's
shit if
yellowed. It's not the
yellow?
worst yellowing I've seen, but it's yellow.
Still looks like
they
it's
stuck-
sealed in though.
It looks like they stuck Obi-Wan back in there with Scotch tape. Or
Obi-Wan,
whoever that
yeah.
is. I don't know. If it was
That's
It's
Lobot.
not Obi-Wan,
That's
it's
Lobot.
Lobot.
It's
Lobot,
Lobot. Yeah.
Han, and a freaking Ugnut.
How's that?
Ooh.
We got two chests of the
Six and
same
Ruben
number.
both say 425.
I'm gonna go higher than that.
Yeah, I'm going higher than that. What'd you go with, Dom?
800.
I'm gonna go 680.
1250. All right, JJ, give it to us.
1250.
Ooh.
785.
Dom got
Close
it?
down.
I
On
said
bid.
800.
Close.
Dom was pretty dang close. One
After
more
taxes,
would have
probably is 800.
Oh, I love the Wampa.
All right, so now
This is
the
probably
Gentle
one of the
Giant.
best Star Wars figures they had, right? Like his horns moved, his arms were awesome.
Yep, 22-inch, so big.
Big.
I don't know what they want you to read because I didn't read.
So is Gentle Giant. So Gentle Giant, the company that now is no longer because of Diamond, is no longer.
Reed always has issues. You don't put Reed unless you have issues. You don't like, hey,
think
check the
Gentle Giant was
description on
also-
it if it's near mint.
Gentle Giant
Yeah.
and Diamond Select, I think, were the same.
Yeah.
Well, no,
manufacturer for a
because
while.
isn't the box shut here? So they opened the box. So this is, oh, this is Gentle Giant. So this isn't the real.
This is newer. This is 2014.
Okay.
350.
We got 360 in chat for Stick, 620 in chat for Ruben. I'm gonna go
265.
My question: does his arm come off?
520.
Yeah, right.
350.
Well, I mean, we don't know what the read is here, which is the fucking.
I don't know what the read is either. That's
I don't know what the read is.
That's why I'm going 265 because of the read.
at 520.
All right, go.
500.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
500.
You still don't know what the
Maybe
read
that's-
fucking is, so it's
No,
There's a lot
irrelevant.
of
We're
the
just
stuff.
fucking.
When you go back and look, a lot of the stuff sold on May 4th. People were buying
really?
gifts for themselves. Or something.
I was about to say we're just stubbing our dick into a
All
wall.
right, you better
just
know
going
this
to read
one, Dom. I expect you to get this to the dollar.
Dom should know this
This is
one.
375.
2015
375.
Scanner Droid exclusive Jumbo Droids Boba Fett action figure.
No way, not 275.
375.
He said 375.
No, $65.
What convention exclusive is this? You know?
I do
This
not
was
know.
the San Diego Comic Con.
Keep
this
asking me. I
SDCC?
didn't make this.
Oh, is this an SDCC? Well, then it's more expensive. You sure this is SDCC?
He said.
It's
He
exclusive,
says,
so he's probably right.
oh, you said.
All
What did
right.
you say? 375.
That's 375.
I got to go lower than you, but not too much lower than you. So I'll go 300.
Then I'll split the difference and go 350.
We got
He'll go
110, we got
375.
125.
$1.
Oh,
175.
man. Dom, he's gonna sell. Wookie's gonna sell it to you for 375. We need to go lower. We need to go lower. I'm revising mine.
125.
I'm revising mine to 200 and
Yeah.
You're dead.
I'm revising mine to back to $95.
You guys are ready?
$95.
Dom, you're the Boba Fett specialist.
Dom, you
Come
want
on.
to stick? Are you sticking it where you had it
I'll
at?
stay. I'll stay. I've seen this before. That's why I said 375.
210. 160.
That's actually cheap.
160.
That's actually cheaper than what I've seen it for. That is a good price.
You could have had it on May.
You could also
Or
buy
May 10th
Wookiee
for,
for 375.
All right, what do we got next?
All right. VHS collectors.
Ooh.
This is a first print CGC graded Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back VHS.
What the fuck does that?
Rated
I mean, I just don't know the
8.5.
grading system of VHS.
8.5
For
is
$1, Bob, because who the fuck's
$3,000.
buying a graded
So-
fucking VHS?
$3,000.
VHS grading works a lot like video games, especially when they're sealed. So it's 8.5 would translate to probably like a 9.4-ish.
And it's
in
the
comics.
first print. So I'll say $3,000.
No.
I can't
Well,
imagine.
$160.
Somebody chest us 2,300. I'll go 400. You might be right, Dom, but I don't know why somebody would buy this for that much money.
It's the first print. That's why.
Who cares?
Cares. It means a lot.
VHS collectors might.
Sticks has got 600. That seems
Still gotta find
reasonable.
one.
Not 3,000 or 2,300. What do you got?
300
Yeah,
from Ruben.
Marco, what'd
Hey.
you get? What's your final
I'm
guess?
just saying, Ruben owns a lot of
$95.
Star
I'm
Wars.
not fucking around.
95. Marco doesn't care about this at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ruben has this.
9.4 is highest graded out there total.
The 9.4 would be like a 10. And they grade
So this-
they grade the like if the cellophane's torn and all that or the whatever that
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes your grade down. So
All right, let's see it. Okay,
All right.
Shit.
that's reasonable.
$356
Not $3,000, Dom.
No, yeah.
No,
How you can just throw money left and right. You're like, I'll pay $3,000 for this.
I'm not saying I paid. I just said that.
I'll pay
Ruben put the
$25
$2,300
for
gambit
that.
down like right away, and that threw him off. All right,
This is
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, Burger King glasses,
fuck.
play card,
No,
placemat.
I hate this shit.
The placemat.
this right here should
That's
be
why I had
we got a
all this
poster,
stuff.
Now we got a poster.
$5. I can't go higher than $5.
No.
Hey,
No.
remember how much the poster was?
This is right here. I think is like $85.
$5.
$375.
But $5.
Wait, is this the plastic one or is this the paper one?
I believe this is paper.
It's the card placement.
No,
It looks
okay.
paper to me.
If it's
The one I
paper,
did
then no,
last
I'm
week
going
was
down.
plastic.
I'm going down to
Wookie sent everything
65.
for sure, but I think it's paper.
65.
$375.
5.
65.
Somebody shouldn't have paid $5 for this thing. I
Ribbons
could
at
understand
100.
somebody paying $5 for it. We got 175 in chat. $60.
$60.
Marco, close as can be.
I was not the only one that was surprised that Burger King had placemats.
No,
No,
they came on trays. Remember?
Everybody.
Everybody
Yeah,
used to
you
have
had
these
them on
trays
trays.
and shit. Yeah.
everybody did.
I mean, I don't know that. I didn't know that Burger King had them on tray. I mean, I know these because I've seen this before, but like, I think it's just the shit that came on trays.
Probably so.
I didn't know
All
those
right,
were supposed to be
next
placements.
We got a magazine. This is Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, the official collector's edition magazine, 1988 from Paradise Press. Or no, I'm sorry, 1980 from Paradise Press. Rated a
$1.75.
9.6. So keep in mind, 9.6 for magazines is a pretty high grade.
That's
Magazines
high.
Usually,
Hard to find.
it's graded on the same scale as comics, but magazines usually grade worse. So
Like 175. I
Wiki
have
says
this.
it was on a tray. Marco was correct.
Yeah, thank you.
I got the actual book somewhere over here. My brother.
I'll say 220. It's hard to find these.
We've been saying 4.
It's not like there's
Yeah, I think it's more than
a big market
220.
for it, but you
3 1/4.
want
maybe?
it, they're gonna overpay for it.
Magazines just don't get comic prices, so I think 265.
We got 425 in chat.
Tom, you
Sticks
hazard a
hasn't
guess?
said
Or did
anything.
you say
Yeah,
something?
no, $1.75.
Dom's
Three
close to not
sticks
going
and
over
sticks.
$1.
All right, what do we got? Yeah, 300.
$2.94.
What did I say?
Two,
I was close.
260.
It's 265. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's close.
Sticks,
Six
sticks,
close.
and you're right in the middle.
Sticks
Yeah,
was
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
close there too.
Yeah, he was close. Yep. All right.
A little bit over.
Yep.
All right, now. Oh, we had a couple movie posters a week ago, so now we're back to.
I can't
Star
remember
Wars.
what they fucking sold for.
This
but
is the
I think
original
it
looks
Empire
beat up.
Strikes Back movie poster.
That looks
It
beat
was
up.
rolled, which is nice. It was rolled, which means it wasn't folded.
And the corners are messed up.
You know, it looks good.
Yeah, because they pulled it,
It
off
looks
the
pretty
fucking.
good. It looks pretty good for what it is.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I mean, it maybe has some false mold, but like I said, a lot of times you see folded ones of this too. so
Folded, that's
this
why-
is
yeah,
not
that's why this
folded.
thing is
Usually
not
folded.
Yeah.
221.50.
What'd you
a little
say?
bit Better.
221.50.
I don't think he's far off. 215.
221.50. I think that's low.
215. 215.
I'm gonna go 340.
215.
215.
Yeah, 215.
175 for Ruben.
75 from Ruben.
That's a good price too.
Ready?
Woo!
Oh, get the fuck out of
You
here!
were all
I was
wrong.
close.
Dang.
You're all wrong.
I
Way
have
wrong.
340.
So,
Ooh, you're still off $300.
Hey,
Hey, I take it when
original-
I can get it. I don't ever win.
original posters go for a lot of money.
Your thing is like I was so wrong that I was just the least wrong.
Yep, exactly.
You were you were the least wrong.
Well, least wrong. Okay.
Now,
My ego needs it.
Yeah.
Come on, Marco.
Capri Theater, Star Wars Empire Strikes Back,
Fucking
1980
least wrong.
premiere movie poster. So they would have used this when they premiered the movie.
$1,000.
The theater.
This one's not as cool. I get it might be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but I'm not
essentially the
paying
same
more.
poster, but you have more trade dress. It's printed kind of in a black and well, it's not really black and white, but monotone, I guess you would call
I
it.
ain't paying more for this. It might
Yeah.
be worth more. but I ain't paying-
935. 935.
I'm paying 400 and
You have an interesting balance of
Yeah.
collectible versus looks. It looks worse.
485. you're probably right, but this is
935.
going to sneak through because somebody said it's not as cool.
Ruben says 800.
485. Come on, 485.
Nice.
Hey, that's close.
Oh,
that
there
one
you
you
go.
can't play. That one I
You
got.
actually get
32.
that one. You can get that one. That's actually, you get a W on that. You're actually close.
Pretty
You
dang
were
close to
fucking-
the other one. So. All right. So this here, remember press kits?
Oh
You
yeah,
remember things?
I
Remember
got
press
them.
kits?
I got press kits.
This is the 1980 Star Wars original, or Empire Strikes Back original press kit. 14 photos, super rare. So press kits also usually had photos. Usually, sometimes they have reprints of scripts. In this case, it's probably more just like a little like note and thank you type stuff in there. But
$701.
sometimes they even had videos. Not in this case.
Yeah. Or like
140.
script descriptions.
140.
215.
We got 800 in
40,
chat.
215. Dick says 840. Ruben, I think Ruben's saying 350 for that.
350.
701.
Everybody's over the 100 mark. You guys are all low. No readjustments?
What? No, I'm still on one. What is it? 140?
You said 140.
Yeah, I'm taking 140. Everybody can go high. It's fine. Whew, 300.
299.
What did I
Ruben,
say? No, I got that.
did you?
Yeah, it was like high 200s.
Okay, fair
Like
enough.
265 or some shit like that. So
All right.
Wookie said they actually
steal
had
my
this, but he's
fucking
missing some of the
shine,
photos.
bro. Fuck out of here, Wayseeker. Because you're fucking terrible at this game. Jesus.
I don't know though. Everybody else gives an exact dollar amount. Mark was like high 200s.
Well, no, I said like 265, so it was like in the high 200s.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that's better than 350.
Oh. Topps complete set mint.
Complete set. So Domus has your Boba Fett rookie card in it.
Yep.
This is the 1980 Topps Empire Strikes Back complete set. 352 total cards.
300.
mint. Supposedly for all of them. So.
Supposedly.
215.
I think that's high.
Yeah, I think that's really high.
I think
Ruben says he
80.
owns this one. This one he has.
112.
Wookie says there's no
25
stickers.
here.
Stickers aren't included.
Okay.
Okay. No stickers, I guess.
Yeah,
What was the
80.
Boba Fett sticker?
I don't think so.
Don't
I think the Boba Fett was one of the silver cards, like what you see there for Vader.
There's
No.
a file card. A file card in there.
We got 225 for Ruben. That's probably what Ruben paid for it.
I said 215, so
215. Mark, you want to hazard a guess?
Yeah, 112.
112.
Yep, 112 it is.
Ruben went down to 150.
Ruben's readjusting. He says no stickers. 150.
112.
Woo!
229. Ruben
Wow.
was original
You
Get the
were
guess.
fuck
sick
outta
of your
here.
guess there, Ruben. You were 5 away first time. Oh, that's expensive.
I said 215,
That's-
but
Yeah, you
Wookie
won
said-
that one. You won
Wookie
that
says
one.
he owns multiple sets and has never been able to get that price.
Yeah.
June
Some
9th, though.
spicy
Pretty recent
meatballs.
sales.
Spicy meatballs.
Now you got a pack. This is the OP cheese. So this is the, I think, Canadian.
Canada.
It's an OPG Canadian. Yeah. The Star Wars Empire Strikes Back wax back sealed in a PSA 9 grade.
Yeah, I don't understand this.
all right. If his series 2 has the Boba Fett rookie in it, it's the Canadian version. Oh, it's a little bit
That's-
more money.
But think though, Dom, that's not going to matter because this is graded. You're not taking a sealed pack out of a graded thing to open it for a Boba Fett.
Yeah. You don't know. So, and it's a 9 too. Find the 9.
Yeah, I
Like
don't know.
$500.
Well, being a 9 is not unusual. All this old stuff rarely grades at a PSA 10. So.
So $500.
Actually, I would say 9 is quite a high grade, really, for something like this.
635. I don't.
You're 500.
Hmm.
I'll go
Ruben has
180.
Sticks has the very specific guess of $66.35.
Yeah, I'll go 180.
One
Okay,
and a
series
quarter.
1. All right.
One and
One and a quarter. One and a quarter.
Boba was Series 1. Wookie is confirming there.
425 for Ruben. What we got?
One and a quarter.
Woo! Right there.
177.
Ooh. I almost hit it.
$2.50 off for me.
What? What did you say?
180.
He said 180.
Man, I don't listen. I don't believe you.
You did go over. You were closest without going
can't
over.
let me have one. I'm like so close.
Fucking bullshit. All right.
All right.
Pay attention.
We got one more. This is a 1980 Darth Vader Star Wars Empire Strikes Back vinyl record store display. You can see the condition for yourself.
That's pretty bad condition. It's got to be brutal.
Pretty sweet, dude. You can't see
Vader's
this
head
shit.
still attached. I would imagine that for this thing, probably the thing that happens the most is the head is unattached. So the head is attached here at least. So.
And the hands probably get smashed off.
Yeah, I assume those hands. Well, they're kind of smashed up here, but I would imagine they're worse.
125.
I'm gonna go high on this thing. I'm gonna go 5 1/4.
$85.
$85. That's quite a parody there. 5 1/4, $85.
Yeah.
Ruben,
I think these things are got to be brutal to find. So somebody wants this thing.
Sticks. Nobody's paying $1,100 for fucking cardboard.
He would.
Laying down the gambit.
5 1/4.
Ready?
306.
306.
Oh, 306? That's wild.
Still wild.
May 17th. I believe that's
I don't believe that.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, let's get into the final. Let's get into what JJ tells
Thank you to
need
Wookiee Fanatic for throwing that out there. Like
Thanks,
I said, if the rest of
Wookiee.
you all be as conductive.
I want that one too. Anybody, like I said, chat,
You
you
do it
come up
again.
with a good idea. Put something together. It's a fun game to play.
You don't have to do a whole slideshow. You can just send me the idea too. I appreciate that too. But I definitely appreciate Wookiee Fanatic doing all that work.
All right, let's do wheeling, dealing, cons. JJ section. What are you going to buy?
Cons.
He's my girl.
What do they need to
I
buy?
would like that.
Of course. JJ just put this on for Dom. That's the only reason.
I did. Put
I appreciate that. Thank you.
There's two things.
Why do you have to do this?
I own that.
There's two
I own
things
that
in
thing.
the slideshow for Dom. This is one of them.
I own that thing.
I appreciate that, JJ. Thank you.
That was made by what's the company that makes?
Was it Power Wheels? Wasn't it? Was it not Power Wheels?
No, it wasn't. It was made by. You think it would be, but it wasn't. It was made by Red Rider, and they put this stupid fucking battery and hookup system in the back, and you can never replace it. It's fucking ridiculous to try to.
I went to a convention.
Out, you're pretty much toast.
I went to a convention. Somebody was riding this like crazy around the convention.
I have this. I still have this. This is in my garage.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, the kids loved it. They grew up just wheeling this fucking thing all over the place. Actually, there's a Halloween picture of them driving this around for Halloween.
Yeah, I think it's heavy, right? It's a heavy piece.
No, it's not that fucking heavy.
It was probably not that bad. But that's not
I mean, maybe for somebody as weak as you, Dom, it is. But like for a normal human being,
weak as me, man.
One hand that bitch, dude. Da, da, da.
Could you imagine one of us trying to fit in this now, though? Like she.
No, there's no shot, dude. No, it's so light. You fucking. If you try sitting it, you backflip it.
Your feet would go through like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah.
And you pedal that shit around.
Yeah.
All right. So I started off.
Yeah,
with
thank
big
you, Wookie.
stuff
Appreciate
first.
it. Do another one if you can.
Now I'll say I did this in a way that may be different from the rest of you guys. I gave the approximate value that something sold for. That's like given the eBay price, and then what I would pay for it is my target price. There is a parity there. I'll tell you why for each slide. So yeah. But anyways, this is a master replica. You guys remember those? The lightsaber hilts?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the full-size master replica Darth Vader signature series. They were 500 pieces of this. They're all signed by James Earl Jones. I've always wanted a James Earl Jones signature on something. If I had my choice to buy something that already has signature on it, it would be this.
That's cool.
The value is about $2,500. Is about what the last one sold for. Just sold like 2 months ago for $2,500 on eBay. I would probably pay about $1,500 though for it if I spotted it at a con or someplace. Only reason is because I've seen it sell for much less. I've seen one sale before. Granted, this was a couple years ago for around $1,000. I've also seen it sell in the UK for about £800, which is like $1,300 or something. So
yeah.
I don't know. A lot of this stuff is going to be so niche that it's going to be hard to put a value of what you actually see on it, because somebody will tell you, yeah, it last sold on eBay for something. But I'm sure, as Marco knows, that's not always the price you want to pay at a con, is what it last sold on eBay for.
Yeah.
So, but that's about what I'm paying for this thing.
Well, I mean, the one thing, the last sold on eBay means you're paying less than that at a con. Guaranteed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's why my target. So the value is about what it lasts sold on eBay. The target price is about what I would pay at a con. So. Here's this one. So this is Star Wars #1. I didn't put the 35-cent variant on there. I should have. Whoops. So this is the 35-cent variant for Star Wars #1. I would be looking in the lower grade. I've always wanted this book. It's one of my few Grail comics for Star Wars. I don't need it
Always been expensive.
I don't need it in a 9.4. I don't need it in a 9. I would be super happy with a 3 or less as long as it looked good. So
yeah,
I don't really care that much
on it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
as long as it displays well, as I can put it on a shelf in a UV thing and it looks good.
The Jedi's got 2 of them sitting in his nice in the back home. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But the value for one just sold raw. They put on eBay raw for about 7, as about a 7 or a 7.5, sold for about 4,000. So I figure maybe like a 2.5 or so that just looks good would cost me about 1,800 eBay. But I'm still only going to pay about 1,250.
Yeah, I think you could get it for 1,250. I think you could get it for Yeah,
because I mean, when you're rolling in there and you're saying you're looking for something that low grade, there's not as many buyers, right, for that as there might be as a high grade copy or a fine copy or something like that. So, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The low grade stuff, it seems like the worst selling stuff is always middle grade to me.
Yeah.
Like a 5 never seems to sell very well as like a 7 or a 3. So,
yeah, that 7 number is usually pretty good.
Yeah. But about 1,250 would be, I think, what I would be looking for.
Cool.
Next up, we all remember this one. This is one of the few Dark Horse variants I could never get my hands on. It's Star Wars Jedi Resistance #1, the Dynamic Forces variant. Because it's a modern, I would obviously want a little bit high grade copy on it, like preferably near mint. One just sold about, I think it was like 3 or 4 weeks ago for $300 on eBay. I would probably pay pretty close to that because I don't think this thing is going to go down that much.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of where I think this is kind of where its floor is between probably 200 and 300. So I might be wrong on that, but that's where I see it. So. One more comic thing. This is the other.
Oh, the Dallas Con thing by what's his name?
This is the other Dom book. This is for Dom. So this is the 2004 Dallas Comic Con program by Adam Hughes.
Yeah.
Featuring some Shock T, I think Alea Sakura, and I think is that Barris in the back?
It is Barris, yeah.
Yeah. So this thing, if you look on certain comic websites or apps, will tell you it's about $500 a copy. I've seen it sell a lot lower. There ain't no way I'm paying $500 for this thing, especially at a con. To me, this is going to be like actually, ideally, this would be something I would trade for or something along those lines.
I want this book too.
I would say don't pay any more than $150 for this thing. Only because it's so niche. Like, it's not a comic. You don't have the buyers for it that you do for other stuff. So
I mean, it is work, but but it is collectors too. Yeah.
Hughes fans will be buying this more than anybody, and I'm a Hughes fan too. So, but your ability to take this, if you see this for $150 at the con, don't go thinking you're going to sell it right away for $500 because I don't think that's going to happen. One hasn't sold in a long time. It's very niche. Trying to sell it back to somebody else is probably not going to fly for that side. Yoda is on the other side, if I remember right.
You might be right.
I think it's Yoda. One other thing, so this one would probably be hard to find at a con, but it's one of the few things I would probably pay about what its value is. So this is Bruce Timm. I would like some Star Wars art or original sketch art from Bruce Timm. One of my all-time favorite artists. He has done Star Wars stuff in the past. He actually did work for a Star Wars comic. Some of that stuff has leaked out there. The comic never got approved, but some of the art has leaked out there as original art. And people have thought that. I've seen like a series of sketches of him, like 5 different sketches sell for about $1,000 to $1,500. I would probably pay about the same amount. Original art's a funky thing, especially at a con. I don't think you're necessarily. I don't know that the market changes that much between, again, being a little bit niche between like buying it on like an auction site like Heritage or I can't remember. There's one specifically for sketch art that I can't remember versus buying it at a con. But this being rare and what it is, I would probably pay about the same price that you see it valued at, which would be about $1,500. Next up, Dom may like this one too. I don't know. So this is the Star Wars Rebels Grand Admiral Thrawn 2017 con exclusive pop. People may not know this, but I do actually have a few pops. I don't have as many as Dom.
I have
a few
both
on some shelves.
I have both of these. I have the shared sticker and the regular con sticker and the celebration sticker.
Yeah, so I've always wanted a Thrawn. I think these are some of the better pops they did for the Star Wars Rebels ones. I have a Sabine. A Thrawn would look great on the same shelf too.
A JJ, I got you.
I'm not paying $70 for it though, Dom.
No,
sorry.
JJ, I got you.
You got one?
I have it. I have both. I'll give you the shared sticker. You want the shared sticker? I'll give you that one. I got you.
Well, you don't have to give it to me. You can sell it to me or something at some point. You don't have to give it to me.
Whatever you want to whatever you want to do. I have one for you. I have it.
Sweet.
Yeah. But if I did buy it from you, I'd only pay about $45. Ideally, though, this would be something like I would love to also get this signed by Timothy Zahn or something like that at a con sometime too. If I ever saw him.
Not Lars.
Nah, well, I don't know. Lars would work fine too, but I'd rather have Zahn's signature.
You get them both signatures.
Yeah, you could do both too. Yeah, to me, Thrawn is Zahn.
Exactly.
Even in this version where it's Lars's voice.
Yeah, so I got this.
Next up, we get into. I normally don't collect graded games. I usually poo-poo graded games, as a matter of fact. But this was a big nostalgia play for me in Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic. I prefer a VGA graded versus a water graded, but like a 9.4, which is a pretty dang high in video game. It runs about 400 plus or so on eBay. I'd probably pay about $325. I'm not paying up full price for something like this, just because reselling them and the value of them. I don't want to say it's a volatile market, but it kind of is. And this is a newer game. It's not like it's not like an NES game or something like that. And these aren't rare at all. Like, I mean, this is one of the most published Xbox games. So,
I wonder if the republished or the reworked game ever does come out, if that will increase the value of this. People might want the old stuff too. So
yeah,
you might want to.
And I mean, I think as it ages too. Obviously, we've aged out of the Xbox era. I probably would avoid the PC version just because PC sealed games exist, but they don't sell nearly as well. So if you see a PC copy of this for around the same price, don't pay up for it. Like I said, they usually don't have the same value. But... also, this was kind of a public service announcement more than it is a thing. But if you're ever at a Star Wars con, consider buying some of the apparel. Even if it doesn't fit you or it's not in your size, if you buy an extra large and you wear a 2X or something, don't worry about it so much. Limited edition apparel from Star Wars cons usually doesn't stay at the same price. It usually goes up in value.
Anything large and above.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you, just buy anything large and above.
Yeah. That stuff all usually goes up in value.
I get the cheap stuff.
Yeah,
your shit's cheap.
I mean, let's face it. This stuff is not cheap at a con, but this celebration T-shirt, for instance, this badge T-shirt was like I think $30. It sells now for about $150. And that's only a matter of months.
Yeah,
was 38.
Yeah,
but I mean now it sells for $150.
Yeah.
So whether you're looking as a down the road collectible or quick flip, buying apparel at cons is actually not a bad idea.
That's good tip.
Mm-hmm. One other thing I'm always collecting, I have a few of them. I don't have any as nice as this, but the Topps Star Wars official sketch cards. So these are the cards that you get in the top set. You can bowl from the hobby boxes and stuff like that. Usually these are kind of wild because they all vary depending on what character it is, how good the sketch is. Some sketches are awful, some sketches are good, and some sketches are good but of characters that nobody likes. Probably the most I would pay for a sketch card is about $150. Some go crazy. The one you see here I pulled from eBay. This thing was currently, I think it had an hour left before the show, and it was currently at like $318. So
it's a cool card.
But yeah, I'm always collecting these, especially in major characters and also good art. So, and sometimes they're even by comic artists. Ian Gist has done a lot. Hughes did a couple for early top sets. Those are always good to collect too if you like comic artists. Then one last thing, this might be a tip to pick up at cons this year. This is the Star Wars Unlimited 2025 Droids Convention Set exclusive. I actually had no interest in this until I saw the cards. They did them in a really cool droid schematic way that doesn't look anything like their normal cards.
Cool. Yeah.
And I kind of actually enjoy it. Now, this set retails, I would not pay, especially if you're going to a con, I would not pay any more than the $100 that it retails for at the con. Because the way Fantasy Flight does this, they're usually at more than one con.
Like 6 or 8 this year.
Yeah, so they're at several. So don't go to SDCC thinking, oh, this is only going to be at SDCC. It won't be anywhere else. It will be somewhere else. There will be more of them.
Where else are they at? Do you know,
think
Wasinger?
Gen Con's going to have it. Germany has a big convention. There's a couple overseas. And so the PAX, I think there's a card game PAX convention.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like Peggy means PAX, like PAX.
Yeah.
So, but they honestly do stay fairly high in value. So right now they're selling for about $250, but they'll probably stay around $200 to $300. So
yeah, last ones are doing really well. 2024, I think they're $250 to $300. So
yeah, so not a bad pickup if you stop it. That was it. Those are my 10 collectibles.
Nice.
Yeah, good job. All right, cool. Next week we'll have a couple other things in the work. Hopefully, Wookiee Fanatic will get us something too. And
Wookiee's had a couple weeks, so he's traveling. But Wookiee's going to do Return of the Jedi in a couple weeks. So
all right, sounds good. All right, well that's it for this week. Good stuff. Thank you everybody for doing there. Make sure you vote for whatever the thing. I think Matt's up for something. Sticks in the Kingdom of Nerds.
You got no polls for us this week?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, you want to do polls?
We got to do some polls.
Yeah, let's do the polls. What was this?
We got to do some polls.
Is it the lads or something? Star Wars lads?
Lads. Yeah. Did you do some last week when I was gone, or did you forget?
I did. I absolutely did them last week. Let's see what we got here. I just wasn't going to do them this week because I think people are going to start looking at ahead of time and.
Be flagging it. Kind of.
They reviewed Shadow of the Empire. Oof.
They review everything. I keep telling you this.
Where do you? It's post, right? Is that what's okay? All right. Better Star Wars TV show: Ahsoka, The Bad Batch, or neither?
Ahsoka. I think Ahsoka.
I think the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch. I saw season 1 was so bad.
Ahsoka's not over.
Great.
Ahsoka's not over, so it's hard to say. But I would probably say, given what we've seen, probably Ahsoka.
The Bad Batch killing it, 58 to 26.
Wow.
Ooh, here's this good favorite Star Wars character: Kit Fisto or Darth Nihilus.
Nobody knows who Nihilus is, but they show a picture of it or no picture?
Yeah, they kind of just show the face picture.
They show a picture of Nihilus.
It's got to be Nihilus, but
I'm gonna say Kit Fisto, and I think Kit Fisto also wins that because no one.
Kit Fisto's more mainstream.
Hold on. Nobody
knows who Nihilus is.
There's a point here. I see what Wasinger's doing, so I got to describe this. They use the Kit Fisto picture where he's doing that goofy teeth smile fucking thing.
Oh.
And they use like that. They use the Darth Nihilus picture off of the fucking game. Where
it's got to be Nihilus.
That's probably good for Nihilus because that's the one thing people recognize him from.
It's got to be Nihilus.
No, it was 50% Fisto, 40% Nihilus. Pretty close though.
All right.
You know why? Because freaking Fisto is more mainstream. They know that more than in the freaking
exactly.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised it's that close though.
Yeah.
Better Star Wars movie: The Force Awakens or Solo Story? There's no fucking way.
Solo.
There's no fucking way.
Force Awakens.
Solo.
Man, that's a tough one.
It's Solo. It's gotta be Solo.
I think Solo was the better movie, but I still. Well, I don't know.
I think Force Awakens was actually a better movie.
I think if it turns out to be The Force Awakens, we're never reviewing another fucking poll on this thing ever.
Force Awakens was not that bad compared to the
other
wasn't.
Two. The other ones were horrible.
It was a slight reboot of the original.
Yeah, it was the original. It was a shittier version of the original.
Yeah, we all agree on that. But
Solo 51 to 34.
What?
Solo wins 51 to 34.
Yes.
Favorite Star Wars character: R2D2 or Din, Djarin.
R2D2, man.
Yeah.
R2.
I'd say R2.
I say R2.
I
wouldn't
would
be
too.
surprised
But I
if-
have R2 killed it. 79% to 17.
Good. We got actually good people taking these polls.
Oh, hey, here's one, and this is interesting. The Clone Wars from 2008 to 2020 to 2020, yes, or against
show.
Rebels. Yeah, so the whole show against
Clone
Rebels.
Wars. The
I
Clone
think
Wars.
Clone Wars is going to win, but Rebels
Ooh.
is my favorite.
I gotta say Rebels. I think like as a whole show.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I
as a
like
whole
Rebels better.
show, I think it's Rebels
Nah,
too.
I think it's Clone Wars, baby.
Clone Wars has
Clone Wars
better.
first 2 seasons.
Clone
were
has
good.
Clone Wars has single better episodes than Rebels, but Rebels as a continuity is
product.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, too, that 2008 would also include the terrible movie. So
It's the movie. The season 1 was not
shit.
good.
88% to 6 for Clone Wars.
ugh.
I don't think people realize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people
Sabine
think
versus.
everything
Oh,
good
come
with
on,
it.
get the fuck out of here. Favorite character: Sabine or Mon?
Mon Mothma's good. Sabine should win by like 99 to 1.
I know.
Oh,
No, it's just
Sabine should
100
win.
to 100.
Yeah, Sabine, Ward.
you know what? I'm gonna take the contrarian.
You don't have to. I just gave it away because I clicked on
You
it.
did.
The
You did
fuck
that
out of
first.
here.
Well,
No
I'm
shot.
still gonna put my pick out there.
What were the numbers?
52% was the winner to 32.
For who?
Mon Mothma.
These people don't like Rebels, clearly.
I'd vote for that. I don't know.
No.
Sabine
you
was a great
wouldn't.
animated character.
There's
but
no
not
way
a
you're
great-
voting for Mon Mothma over
But she was a
Sabine.
terrible live action character.
All right, 2 more. The Mandalorian versus Revenge of the Sith for best or for TV versus movie.
Wait, what is it again?
The Mandalorian versus Revenge of the Sith. So episode 3
Revenge of the
against. So episode 3 is this movie. The TV show is The Mandalorian. They go head to head. Which one do
How
you
do you
got?
compare the two?
Yeah, it's got to be Revenge of the Sith.
It's got to be Revenge of the Sith. But
I mean,
JJ?
technically, Mandalorian for me.
is it
I'll
season
tell
1
you.
or all of Mandalorian?
But
This
I'm
is
sure
Mandalorian.
Revenge of the Sith wins. But
Yeah, 82% to 12. Revenge of the Sith. All right, last one. This is a biggie. You ready? Oh, actually, no. I'll do 2. I'll do this one that's not a biggie. The next one is a biggie. Better Star Wars movie or TV show? Andor or Rogue One?
Andor.
Ooh,
it's
Andor.
the same picture.
I'm going Rogue One.
Andor probably. I think Andor is cleaner. That's the whole product.
Andor's cleaner. I think.
Well,
think
I
Rogue
was
One
right.
would-
Rogue One 52%, Andor 39.
I think Rogue One would have been better if you would have had him at the helm the whole time. Gilroy would have been an even better movie. But
Andor. All right, here goes the last one. Clones. Okay, yeah. Last one. Favorite Star Wars character. It is Boba Fett, not Boba Fett. Boba Fett versus Yoda.
is the picture of old Boba Fett or like
No, it's
actual
young Boba Fett. It's like Boba
Okay.
Fett out of the movies.
I
First
say Boba
Yoda.
Fett.
Yoda's the winner here.
Yeah,
Yoda.
Boba Fett.
Bo-
Sure.
Boba Fett's the most overrated character of the Star Wars
Boba
universe.
Who cares?
Yeah. Boba Fett had 2 lines in the.
Who cares?
And there's a lot of people giving the poor shit. I can't remember. Believe that. Why wasn't anybody telling us this? All right, Yoda. Yoda. We only got 1 vote for Yoda. I'm giving Yoda 2, and everybody's giving Yoda except for
Dumb.
Yoda won 74 to 20%. Holy shit!
That's about where it should be.
Yo,
All right,
dude,
this is an
I know
interesting
you-
one. I'm
I
gonna
know
do this
you
last one because I think it's
both said
interesting.
it's all-time
Why do
great
you want to
character
see
everybody
Boba
loves?
Fett fail all
know.
the time? You want to see Boba Fett fail all the time. The fucking greatest goddamn character ever in the history before you were born, son.
Really,
Remember
Yoda's better.
It
Yeah,
is
barely.
before I was born.
All right, hold on. Let me,
Everything
guys.
else
This,
you said was wrong, but before I was born is correct. That's
This
the
is-
fact.
this
Man,
a
you
weird
responded
one.
like a blue bear.
I think we're all gonna get their answer right on this one, and I think it's gonna be wrong. I think it's gonna be the wrong answer. Yeah, just this last one because it's interesting. I don't understand this matchup. Jabba the Hutt versus Grogu.
Grogu's gonna win. Jabba should win.
Jabba
Give me
should
Jabba
win,
Hutt,
right?
man. Hate
Jabba
fucking
should
Grogu.
win, yeah.
Jabba should win.
I want Jabba to sit on Grogu.
Yeah. I mean, it should be Jabba. It'll probably
But
be
Grogu's gonna win by a landslide. It's not even close.
because everybody buys Grogu plushies and shit. So.
It actually is not as far as you think it is. It's 57 to 35%.
But if we're talking like Jabba the
That was
Hutt
closer.
from We're talking about Jabba the Hutt. That's like that from the old movie, the first cut.
Yeah.
With when he's not even a slug.
No, slug.
Oh.
Then
Then you gotta go Grogu.
Scottish man.
It's gonna be it's Grogu 57 to Jabba the Hutt 35.
Yeah, it's Ezra versus Grogu. Yep, you're right.
Just trying to see if there's a. How do you have Hunter go against Hondo? Hondo, knockout.
Hunter's gonna win, sadly, but Hondo should win.
Way. No, Hondo wins it.
Really?
Yeah, Hondo won it. Hondo won
Everybody loves Hondo.
Luke versus Padme. Who the hell's gonna 81-14? Luke.
Padme.
He's gonna vote for Padme. Jedi Johnson picking Padme, bro.
TV shows Obi-Wan Kenobi versus the first Clone Wars, the Gindi Clone Wars. Who do you got?
The Gindi Clone Wars.
Gindi
Clone Wars, baby.
And that was that great. 71-23. It cleaned up. All right, that's it. That's it for this week.
All right.
This week in polls, guys. Yeah, Jabba's the right answer. Jabba's 100% the right answer. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being there. I actually think both were shit. I think the Gindi thing where this is all they do. No, because it's fucking trash. All right. Have a good one, guys. We'll see everybody next week.